Oh, Tati, Auntie Evie here. Yep, the follow video is from the Geomeric Archives. The video quality is poor, the production value was bad. But they asked for it. Now the story is here. Hey, get off my lawn!
We're going to pick this up as you guys have been adventuring out in Faerun, currently working on taking care of the threat of someone known as the Forgotten One. You guys went through and started your adventure by exploring why the desert up here was expanding southward. You did a couple jobs before that in Marsember, but that was the big one, was trying to figure out why the desert was expanding. You found out it's due to this Forgotten One, and are currently in the effort of collecting magical items and friends in order to combat this individual and his forces. And to that end, have stopped in the town of Fort Morninglord in order to assist there, make some friends, get some magical items, and find out what you can about what's going on in the area. So, last week you got done clearing out the place, thanks to the assistance of another group of intrepid adventurers who cleaned out the cathedral itself. And that's where we pick up, is you guys were just about to board your ship. Was there anything you guys wanted to do before boarding your ship? Anyone you wanted to visit, talk to, etc.?
Yeah, we wanted to talk to Stead, right? Let him know we cleared out his place, cleared out the fort and the temple, and that if in return he could come when we call to fight a certain lich, that would be great.
Okay.
While you guys are doing that, do you mind if I run and go get the herbs so that we don't waste time?
Yeah, I mean, if there's some place to buy them here in this, like, sort of makeshift military encampment, I mean, go for it.
Cool. And does anyone else want to donate to the cause for more potions?
This is where you need to look around and do a perception check, please, Liam.
Sure.
With an 18, you are currently in a location called the Fields of the Dead, which has been blighted by undeath for over 150 years, closer to 1,000 years. And the number of herbs here is exceedingly small. You may be able to get some grave moss and bone dust and maybe some zombie parts. But as far as actual helpful herbs for things like healing potions, etc., it's going to be really thin pickings because the military is collecting all that for their own purposes.
What about this?
Ooh, you want to look up for that.
Yeah.
There would not be any of that here unless you find it from another source.
Sure. Okay, that's fine. Then I'd probably just have to wait till Baldur's Gate then.
Yeah, let me check to see if there is another source. No.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about, but it does make me ask, this might be relevant. Mm-hmm. Any chance my sister is still around? Any chance I can catch sight of her, or is she already left?
Ooh. Roll a perception check, please. The 18 didn't see her.
Alright, if I roll low on this, I'm spending a sorcery point to re-roll that. I really would like to find her. I have things I would like to buy. That's what I'm looking for.
Alright. Oh, wow. 25.
With a 25. You notice that she's not here. You're very sure.
No, she is actually still here. Not only
gonna pick up some pseudoephedrine?
Something like that, yeah. Anita, I assume you don't need my help talking to a middle-aged man about why he should be nice to us. That's kind of your specialty, no?
Except for Stead Whitehorn is 16 years old.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Yeah.
What did you say? Stead Whitehorn is what?
16 years old.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
Stead's the kid. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Either way, should be even more, let's say, googly-eyed. Yes. I'll head over and try and buy some suit and let them take the scene with Stead.
As you walk up to her, you caught her going towards the docks, specifically towards the smaller ship at the docks.
Hey, before you, sorry, don't want to interrupt your, like, returning to your girlfriend, but before you head out, do you mind?
She's not my girlfriend. She's just a friend. And a
Fair
customer.
enough. Didn't mean to label it. Just, do you happen to have any? And I'll show her the like joints that I've got in this little. He's got this little like. What are those old time? It's basically like almost like business card middle like fold up things.
Yeah. A cigarette holder.
There. Oh, that's right, cigarette holder. Yeah. So I keep the drinks in there, and I show her. Got plenty of blue, brown. Do you have anything? Not a connoisseur yet, but do you have anything that might heighten a spell on you?
She looks at you. No, but I can work on it.
Could be fun. I mean, learned a few new things recently. Could be worthwhile.
Yeah, but the shrooms are hard to find. You know anyone who's being around any mushrooms lately?
There's not much room for that.
Can I do first a wisdom saving throw for that joke? But then can I do a history check? Because that sounds vaguely familiar. Is there a chance I remember?
Let's roll history because I don't think you're going to remember this. No.
That's a no. I say no, but I mean I'll gladly keep an eye and an ear out.
Absolutely.
I know one of the members of our party is looking for other herbs. Maybe he'll stumble across something like that. I can let you know.
You want to find the ones that have the caps inverted.
Inverted caps. I'm gonna write that down. All right. Thanks. I'll keep an eye out. Any chance I don't know what you're up to these days. Any chance we'll run into each other in Baldur's Gate? That's where we're headed next.
I can almost promise it.
Beautiful. See you then. I'll let you know if I run into any mushrooms on the way, and have fun with Fanny in the meanwhile.
Oh, I'm not dealing with Fanny. She turns, pulls her yellow hood up, walks towards the yellow ship, and then to the small boat behind it. Gets in and pushes off.
Does she appear to be with a 25 perception? I don't know if that's still active, but does she appear to be the only one in the ship? That little ship, like a dinghy, is it that she's hopping into?
Does
she appear to be the only one?
It's slightly more than a dinghy. I would call it almost a sloop.
Oh, okay. And is she alone in it?
She is, as far as you can tell.
Okay.
Yeah.
A sloop. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Small boat, sailboat, gets you where you want to go.
Yeah, I will. I'll start wandering back to see. I assume Anita and Rilo and Knick-Knack will be chatting with Stead, so I'll just make my way back.
As you guys are at the blacksmith talking to Mr. Whitehorn and Mr. Staghelm, what would you like to say or do as you walk up and they are currently working on a blacksmithing project?
Need help?
So, yeah, I mean, I think we just start by letting them know that so Anita's going to come up and just be like, hey, so we cleared out all the baddies from this fort that's right here. And we're on our way to our next stop. But we did want to talk to you because we could use some friends in a battle that we think is coming in the next, in the coming weeks. And we could use some help with that.
The young man looks up at you, and you can tell that he's very tired at the moment. He looks up at you and puts the blacksmith hammer on the anvil, stretches a moment. What kind of help are you looking for exactly? Because we have a lot of work to do here, especially now that we have to reclaim the fort.
Yeah. I understand you have a lot of work here. So we're trying to find someone who is planning to end all life on the planet. What we're looking for is just some folks that can help us in defeating him. So it's a lich, and it literally, you don't have to do anything between now and then except maybe be ready for battle and ready for a call. I mean, we just want to know that we can rely on you.
Yeah.
Well, he looks up at Staghelm. I'm not much of a fighter. I'm more of a prophet and in touch with the gods. Not sure how much help I'm gonna be. Um,
Will help with. I mean, certainly, pleading our case to the gods is going to be super helpful. I mean, I think that you would do a great job with that. I think that would be wonderful.
well, if that's what you need, let me know. I'm open for you to send messages to. And I can, of course, pray and entreat the gods from here for you. As far as heading out somewhere else, do you know where this is going to be?
We don't yet.
We have a pretty good idea.
Well,
We
when you have more information and what you need, let me know, and I will do what I can.
Eric, can I ask a point of order, like a mechanical
Sure.
question? Can clerics make? I honestly don't know how this works. Can clerics make spell scrolls? Like I know there are
Yeah.
scrolls for cleric spells, right? But usually it's wizards doing the scroll. But can a cleric like do it themselves? Make
Yeah,
a
it's
spell
just a
scroll?
religion check.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, not a problem.
What is? Oh, sorry.
Well, I was just
That's
going. Nick Dack, I'm happy to get your input. I was going to ask one last question, young Mr. Whitehorn. We would love to have more of those the 30-minute long rest candles. I don't know if you're familiar with those, but they
Green Hearth.
by magic.
Candles of the Green Hearth, I believe is what they're called.
The candles
Wonderful.
of the temple
Yes,
hearth.
thank you for that.
I
Temple Hearth, Green
do
Hearth,
have
green candles.
a couple of those, and due to you clearing out so much of the fort, a couple people made it out of the fort before you did. But yeah, I've got a couple of those I can spare, and he will hand you 2 small paper-wrapped bundles in the form of 2 candles of the temple hearth.
This is super helpful. Thank you so much. I'm wondering, would you be able to? I'm a cleric. I'm a cleric of the goddess Suni. Would you be able to teach me how to make these?
They require divine intervention and are very difficult. They take over a month to craft.
Yeah.
Oh,
They
that is a lot.
are a very long rendering of certain creatures. So I could teach you, but do you have the time?
I'm not sure we want to stay here for a month. Although I may come back and learn at a later time
Very well.
if that off.
Absolutely.
Actually, yeah. If we end up taking like a, a break between like fighting the dragon and heading to Sembia to like, build up our arms or do some downtime, recoup, that would be a hell of a skill for Anita to learn during that downtime. We take a
Mhm.
couple of months to like, yeah, that could be good. That could be really cool.
That would be really
And
cool.
Just out of curiosity, what is the blacksmith currently working on?
He is currently working on cleaning up as they are just finishing a project that walked out the door just a little bit before you guys arrived. You can see that there are flecks of gold and silver and a whole bunch of glass vials that have been shattered all over the ground and across the anvil. And those vials look very familiar, as if they are essence vials that have been used.
Looks like the Nephilim, huh?
Yeah, he was just here.
What a guy!
Yeah, he's got a shiny new halberd.
Cool. Cool.
Yeah,
Neat.
took a lot of work,
Well.
took a lot of effort, and frankly, I'm pretty exhausted at the moment. But yeah, they they cleaned
Do they
out quite a bit there.
do anything here?
I'm sorry?
Do they even care that we did anything here?
They do. They give you 2 candles of the temple hearth.
Hey, thanks for saving the castle. Here's 2 candles. Got it.
Those candles are worth 4,000 gold each.
Yeah, I was about to say we are in a world where
So
candles
what you're saying is,
with the amount of money I have in my pocket, I can buy this castle?
No.
Oh, because I thought you said it was worth 8,000 gold.
Do you think a castle is worth 8,000 gold?
Well, that's what he gave us for it, right?
No, that's what you asked for assistance with. Are you looking for more reward for your efforts?
Well, I don't know about you. I mean, I love candles as much as the next guy. But, I could definitely do a little something something. Do you happen to have a spell scroll by chance?
I have many spell scrolls. Why? What spell scroll are you looking for?
Well, in your sphere of work, are you familiar with Raise Dead or, I don't know, Resurrection?
I am.
Do you happen to have any of those spell scrolls on you?
I do. Would you like the Resurrection or the Raise Dead?
That's a good question. Anita, you're the resident cleric, right?
I am indeed.
Do you have a preference?
I don't have a huge preference. I think a slight preference for Raised Dead.
I also have a Reincarnation scroll, which is, easier to cast.
Wait a minute. What's the difference in these? I know what the difference used to be. I don't know what the difference is.
Oh, okay. We have several things
Do you want me
here.
to just display both spells in the chat? Would that?
No, that's a lot of reading. Raise
Fair
Dead, you've got the body, you bring them back to life, just as they are. Fine, not a big deal. Resurrection, you have a part of the body, you bring it back to life, they're fine. Reincarnation, you have nothing, and you might get them back in a new form.
I mean,
So-
if you're open to input,
and
I would
it's-
think Resurrection is the way to go. Just
And-
because we already have Revivify.
And
Like
the thing
we didn't
is,
have.
the difficulty of getting the resurrection to pass is harder the higher the spell is. So a resurrection is harder to do
Right.
than a reincarnation.
But I just feel like we get into such situations where I don't want, Rylo's, like, if a vampire or something rips one of our hearts out,
Mhm.
which is not out of character, or bites a head off.
Yeah.
With Resurrection, we can still raise us back to life.
Correct.
With Raised Dead, we could not because you don't have a head.
Right.
And if Rilo dies and gets, like, his arm ripped off, he's not going to want to be raised back and start fighting with one arm.
Right.
You know?
So that's where the resurrection is better. Reincarnation is easier and cheaper.
If we had nothing, I would agree with Steve that Raised Dead, calling it in the middle, is the right one. We have 3 scrolls of Revivify. So I think we should, for this one, we should go to the top. We should go for Resurrection.
Do you remember you do have to have the reagents for resurrection?
I thought that if it's a scroll, the whole point of the scroll is that you don't have the...
Yeah, but you know what we're going to be doing with the Quizilla check the moment you guys get this.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sure. Maybe to copy it into the spell book, you need the reagents, et cetera, et cetera. But if we were just trying to use the spell as a consumable, we wouldn't need
Right.
any stuff, right?
Right?
Cool.
The trick is that if Knick-Knack uses it, the scroll goes away.
For sure. For sure.
Mm. Yep.
Just wanted to get the picture. All right, Anita, what do you think?
I think that's a good plan. I mean, it's certainly
What
very flexible.
What are other components?
A
It's like
diamond
really
worth
expensive.
1,000 gold.
It's a diamond worth 1,000. Yeah, the Revivify is 300, Raised Dead is 500, Resurrection is 1,000.
Okay,
And
I mean that's
reincarn-
doable.
And reincarnation.
Totally. Is Reincarnation free? I don't remember that one.
Reincarnation.
It's not free, but it's...
Reincarnate is the spell.
Oh, that's why I wasn't finding it either.
Yeah.
Okay.
Reincarnate.
Oh, it's 1,000. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's oils and stuff worth 1,000. but you can get your entire. You don't have to have anything at all. Sorry. You have to have a piece of a dead humanoid.
You just need a piece, but still.
Yep.
Cool.
But it gives you a brand new body.
At random.
Yeah, and that table's not long enough. Just saying.
Yeah, right? It's not.
Yeah. So.
All right, Anita. It sounds like you can just take your
10,000.
pick.
Yeah, Nick Deck, do you have a preference? I think we have a good plan here.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Okay.
All right, let's do it.
So you guys want the resurrection scroll, and he will hand it over to you.
That's fantastic.
For free.
Wow.
Amazing.
Okay. Is there anything else we can help you with?
Yeah, I mean, we'd love to just we'll get in touch with you if we can use your advocacy on our behalf with the gods when the time comes. But I thank you for these wonderful gifts, and I think we're off to our next stop.
Okay.
Unless others have something else.
I agree.
I'm good.
All right. So you guys leave the tent and head on back. You find Liam looking for herbs. He's able to find a couple herbs that are specific to this area. Do you want to spend about 100 gold on herbs that are specific to this area, Liam?
Do I know exactly what they do, or are they just...
They're components from the Fields of the Dead. So this would be like grave moss, bone dust, zombie brains, that kind of stuff. So
Okay,
components
so more
that
for
you'd
poisons
have.
and potions.
Yeah, this would be certain potions, but exotic stuff from this area. And there's enough for about 100 gold if you want to spend it.
Yeah, I'm down. I'll spend it.
All right, so go ahead and mark down 100 gold worth of Fields of the Dead herbs.
Alrighty.
Can we also do some, if this is cool, and if not, I get it. But we were kind of waiting to do the essence extracting for in case we killed the vampire, so we could essence extract him.
Yep.
We didn't end up getting his body.
Right.
So 2 questions: were there like lesser vampire bodies or vampire spawn bodies around? And even if not, can we say that we tried to do some essence extracting on like the Bodax if we want to do that, just so we don't waste the opportunity?
The Bodax, yes. The vampire spawns turn to ash. The shadow
Great.
horrors go back to where they came from.
Think about, I thought they got. Yeah.
What about the butcher?
The butcher is a
We already did
fiend,
him.
and you guys had the opportunity to do that, and his body went away after you guys. I think someone actually did do an extraction on the butcher.
Yeah, I did. I
Yeah.
successfully extracted a couple.
I did 3.
You guys heard, and I think someone saw a nightmare. Those are not available to you guys. The angry, you guys could do the angry. The angry's still there.
Oh, nice. Yeah, let's do that.
That's probably better than a Bodak essence, right?
Yes, vastly better.
Could I...
Bodex
use
level
the
3.
I'll try that.
Yeah, Bodex level 3, angry's level 8. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I?
Could I use
Is it a survival
the
check?
essence to...
Go ahead, Sos, and I'll get right to Liam after this.
Sorry, I didn't mean to. I was there was like a delay. I didn't mean to be talking at the same time. I was just
you're
confirming it's a survival check to do the essence
Correct.
extraction.
Yep. And then Liam?
could I use the angry essence to make rage potions, or would that be specifically for enchanting?
Ooh. Yeah, you could use angry to make a rage potion. Absolutely.
So if anyone wants to use that, I can make rage potions for Rilo, which would be invaluable.
That's a very cool idea.
Yeah, absolutely. That's exactly the right source for that. Good thinking.
Thank you.
Nice. I've been saving this one because it's the only one I got.
All right.
And I thought you made it by mistake.
I did make it by mistake.
All right. So yeah.
Now if you have the
gets one.
angry essence, you can try and make it on purpose. Yeah.
Yeah. Anita has one. And then
Did a 13 succeed or no?
do you have advantage on survival?
Well, no. I said I'm spending a sorcery point so I
Gotcha.
can take the 13 instead
Yep.
of the yeah.
Okay, then yes. You just have to beat a 10. It's really easy to stick the thing with the essence extractor.
I knew you were saying yeah. I remembered you saying 10 last time, but I didn't know if the DC is different based on like the CR of the monster or something. So I was.
There are certain cases that I do it where it would make sense, like if it's a plated creature or a super
Yeah, like a
tough
bullet
eye.
or bullet might be harder to do.
Yeah, but in general, I
But for the
kind of
most part,
want
it's just
want the essence extractor to be this thing of, hey, look, I choose to get loot from this thing. I want it to be an easy thing that we, keep the memory of what you killed and bring it out when it's time to do crafting because it's cool to do. It's a nice easy craft. So yeah, Rilo gets 3 extractions successful because each of those is +6. Are you doing those all 3 on the angry as well, Rilo?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Anita, how many charges do you have left on the essence extractor?
I have 2 more. Should I just do them all on the angry?
Yeah, I mean up to you, but I think the angry is the most powerful thing whose body we have.
Well, we're going to be on a ship for a few days, right?
2 days?
Yeah. Couple.
Yeah, so we might be able to have our essence extractors ready by then.
Do you have advantage on either of those, Anita?
I do not.
Unfortunately, Anita thinks these things are disgusting and can't quite poke them.
Well, the first one was fine, but it kind of dripped on my shoe, and that was real.
And now it's great.
Do you guys mind if I add it to my sheet so I can make those potions later?
Just let them keep them
Add
until
what?
it's
Sorry.
time to craft.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Wait, sorry. Do you have an essence extractor charge left?
No, I used 3 for the butcher.
Oh, so you were asking for one of ours. Sorry. Yeah, I mean, I don't...
If you want to hold on to it, that's fine. Maybe we can... Ooh.
No, Anita's only
I've
got
got-
one. I don't have a
I've
ton
got
of great
3.
crafting ideas. Oh, you have 3 for the angry. That's right, of course. Yeah,
Yeah, I've got 3, and if he's going to do rage potions,
Yeah,
I mean, he can
actually-
use
Hey,
money.
Rilo.
Cool.
Potions are good, but is your armor enchanted by chance?
So, no, it's not enchanted yet, I don't believe. But I think the spirits of my ancestors are still within the armor, the same as they are the axes. So,
Right.
yeah, I don't. They'll show themselves when they're ready too, I think.
Maybe.
Yeah, believe me, I'm getting impatient with them too. But yeah, they're taking their time.
What's that?
Maybe
What's that?
rather than potions,
I
I
heard
mean,
something.
if we can't do this, then potions would be best. But maybe we can get like a bracer or bracelet that you can have, and we could use that essence to maybe forge braces of rage, to maybe give you a charge of rage once per day.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. I mean, I think you and Nick Nack have to work together on that. But if you think you could do it, we could do that. Yeah,
That'd
I'd
an
be all
interesting
about that.
craft. That'd be an interesting craft.
Yeah, they have to talk to me about rage because that's not typically something that I do. Well,
Except for when you're beaten in a practical choke battle.
I'm just saying that's not rage. That's just vengeance.
Ah, yes, because there's a difference.
Vengeance
Damn
is
right, there's a difference.
boat.
Hmm?
Get to the boat.
All right.
Yeah, I'm into the boat. I'm coming. I'm going into the boat. Just hold your horses. I'm waddling here.
I'd imagine that we're talking about this as we're going to the boat.
Oh,
Yep.
absolutely.
Do I see any boats worth sinking?
There
What
is
does that
a-
mean?
What does that mean exactly? Yeah, let's clarify
Worth
what this
thinking.
means.
What does that mean?
I just want to sink a boat. I've been, yeah, you know. Fit on my mind.
Like a pirate ship?
There is
You
a
can feel
ship
morally good about it.
currently at the docks. It is elaborate and very fancy. It looks like it would be a very nice flying ship if it had the right parts. You are able to tell that this does not have the right parts at the moment. Therefore, that ship ain't flying anytime soon unless they get some sort of levitation matrix.
And this is the alley rat ship, right?
Yep, and you can
Maybe
see that
we'll
they
see
are
here with
currently getting aboard.
Maybe that's not a good idea right now because what
Or-
if they decide to fuck us over and now we're screwed?
I'm not gonna sink their ship. I'm not that much of a dick.
Okay, that's a lie. But
Well, I mean, they haven't done anything to me directly.
Because the battle royale is not canon.
But, you know, options. If anybody pisses us off, I'm sinking their ship.
As you
Fine.
say that, Knick-Knack, you guys are approaching your ship, and on your ship, you will notice that there is a large hole in the side of the ship, almost like something has punctured the ship from the outside with a 5-foot diameter weapon.
Like a cannonball?
Let me show you a picture of the hole. See if this helps describe, because I had to actually draw this out on a piece of paper for you guys, and I did not get time to digitize this. But that is the shape of the hole.
Motherfuckers.
So, the captain was on the ship, right?
Yes, and she
Yeah,
is
well,
currently
let's ask her
looking,
let's ask her what happened.
She's currently looking over the side of the ship at the hole.
What's up?
what happened?
As you guys come aboard, she looks at you. A giant creature rose up from the river and stabbed the ship, tried to sink it. And I shot it in the eye, and it fell back into the river.
Son of a bitch.
Okay. Good work.
We do have
like a-
one small problem.
In a hole?
Well, the hole I figure you might be able to fix, perhaps.
Yeah, give me
Yeah,
10 minutes.
The claw removed a individual from the ship.
Oh my
Oh,
god,
what
they took the little shithead, didn't they?
Were they taking us?
The blacksmith Havia
Yeah.
was pierced directly with the claw, almost
Are you
like it was targeted.
Almost like it was targeted. So it definitely was the alley rats.
No, there
I
was a
don't think they
creature that
summoned a
came up-
monster to hit this dude.
There was a
Rilo. I
very
think they've got
large
bigger
creature.
things going on, and I think this guy's got other stuff
Okay.
going on.
Okay, they're guilty until proven innocent, as far as Rilo's concerned. I mean, come on, that's too much of a coincidence.
What, this guy
could
with his
also-
temperament, you think walks around making a lot of friends, Rilo?
Well,
Not to mention,
no, he
what
probably
if he
didn't make a
wasn't
lot
being
of friends.
completely honest with the hack? What if there was something else that happened that maybe along with that deal that he wasn't supposed to do and did it anyway?
I don't know.
Yeah,
as
I
to-
mean, tell me what you think it is, but right now I'm not hearing a whole lot.
there
I'm gonna
were-
look over
I
the
don't know.
hole of the ship.
Okay.
I'm gonna look over the hole and the place from the water where it appears that the creature came out of. Is there any residual? And I activate the detect magic feature of the sword so that
Sure.
I can see. So any residual anything?
As you do detect magic on the sword, you can detect the normal protective magics that are on the ship. As far as evidence of the attack, go ahead and roll and investigate.
All right, I might spend a sorcery point to re-roll this. We'll see what it. Yeah, I'm
Guidance.
gonna re-roll that.
Guidance as
Oh.
well.
Okay. Well, we'll have to take guidance on the 9.
Okay.
For a total of 11.
There are some splintered boards on the dock that do corroborate her story. In that something a good, 6 feet wide looks like it came up out of the water and pierced your ship. You can
But
Could
is there
be
any Like,
Yeah,
is there any
exactly.
residual energy of like an aberration sort of energy, or a fiendish energy, or anything like that?
This is, let's see here. The creature that did this was an undead creature that had been alive at one point and had been a beast. It is a very
Okay.
nasty creature. It is a natural
The next-
creature that did this, but it's no longer alive.
Next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use minor illusion to try and like we'll I'm gonna show the captain a couple of examples like squid tentacle or like a lamprey head or like whatever. She's gonna use description and I'm gonna be like police sketch artist,
Sure.
but with minor illusion so we get an approximation of what she saw. Is it like a lamprey head? Is it like an eel?
No.
What are we looking at here?
Let's see. A good way to describe it would be a squid tentacle, but with one large hook
Okay.
on the end.
Oh, okay. It's
Okay.
the Kraken.
Not a kraken per se, but something similar. A kraken would have simply taken the whole ship.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is probably like a giant octopus or giant squid.
Yeah, something along those
Interesting.
lines.
Okay. And there's no, I imagine, well, maybe there is because it's undead energy. If I look in the water using detect magic,
There's
is there
lots of
any
undead
sort
over
of
there.
Batman Arkham Asylum style trail of undead energy we can follow away from the ship? reference.
As
Thank
you
you.
as you try to look through the deep water, as you look down into the water, faces appear. Mournful, dead faces
Okay.
rise to the surface. And I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Really?
I need you
Is
to
this
get
a charm?
14. This is. That's a good question. It is a charm-ish effect. So yeah, you'll get advantage on it. Okay.
All right, I got it.
Yeah. So you're able to pull your eyes away from it. It's very creepy, and as you look away from it, you can still see the faces in the water, but as opposed to being attractive and something you would want to go towards, they are horrific and mutilated corpses of the dead.
He peers into the water and then like you see him like almost zone out for a second, and then he kind of shakes it off and like kind of reacts like he took like a shot of like cheap alcohol, like ugh, no, not that, Jesus, not what I was looking for. Yeah, exactly, almost a Frodo moment,
Yeah,
but not
exactly.
quite. Pulls it out. Frodo failed his save.
Yeah. Thankfully,
So,
Gollum was there.
Yeah, Frodo.
With this particular entity, would something like this happen often in Sembia, especially where Liam grew up, or no?
Ooh. Not an undead version of this, but you will have heard of large sea serpents and sea creatures that sink ships. So this kind of thing would have been evidence, and you would have seen ships with holes like this.
Anyone that stands out specifically, or no?
As far as a specific ship,
No, like anyone that would do this type of damage.
oh, several. Yeah, there's several creatures,
Okay.
especially on the eastern side of Sembia, out near the Great Sea, that would definitely do this kind of thing. No
Because I'd
problem.
imagine that some of them are more like they constrict the ship and crush it. Some
Right.
are probably more using their tail to whip it. Some probably bite the ship.
This
and tear
is
pieces
more of
off.
a pierce, sink, and drag down.
Okay, and he's no longer on the ship, and that's what she said, right? He's just gone.
Well, half of him's still on the ship.
Ooh.
Oh, so he's dead.
Yeah, the lower half of Havia is still in his bed. The crushed
Oh, well,
bed.
then I don't. Oh, well, we're not hunting this man down. Like, I would have maybe been like, okay, on our way out, Nick and I can fix the ship. We can hop on the, set sail, try and follow the path where he was taken. And if we got to do a dive at some point to get our blacksmith back, we can do it. I'm not doing a dive to get half a blacksmith back. The fuck can I?
No.
It's the body overboard and fish for sharks.
When you look into Javia's cabin, or what had been Javia's cabin, that room, the top half of the bed is missing. The lower half, including his intestines and waistline, are currently draped across the floor, and the bed has fallen across the middle, and its innards are spilled across the deck.
I press to digitate them away, or at least sweep them off the deck and into the water.
Okay.
And like his whole, all of it, all the
As
mess.
you
I
do
press
that,
to digitate.
as you start shoving it off the deck, you will see a large number of creatures, various sizes, going to a feeding frenzy in the water.
Fair enough. How about it? Okay. This seems like a
You get
like
the idea that
of
if
tax.
you had gone in the water, you'd be essentially undead piranha food.
Lovely.
I'm gonna send you. Eric, continue. I'm so sorry.
Sure.
Nothing. I was just going to note that this seems less like a little side quest we may have to do once we set sail, and more like a tax we paid by virtue of docking in a dangerous place. We'll fix the ship. We'll get out of here. Anybody disagree?
No, we're good.
I'm already
Yeah,
halfway
okay.
fixing the ship at this point.
Yeah, at this point,
Boards
Nick, you're
to
like
a
halfway
wood
through fabric. You're
square,
using Fabricate, I assume?
Cover
Yeah.
the hole, transmute the edges into water until the square covers the hole, then mending to fix the edges. Do you have a you turned the edges into water?
Like the way I'm picturing it is I fabricate the wood blocks. It'd be more than the hole itself.
Uh-huh.
So in order to like have it fit, I like kind of have to like shave off some bits of the edges to fit the hole
Okay.
properly.
Cool. You may choose something more viscous than water then next time. But I get what you're trying to do. And
Oh yeah, okay, Visca. I can do some sort of
honey.
polymer.
Yeah, like a honey or something like that would make more sense. But yeah,
Yeah,
right there
honey
with
works.
you. All right. It's the difference between the cryoacetate glue, the liquid stuff, and then the gel. The gel always works better.
Yeah.
And then from Liam, Liam, you roll a religion check, please.
Sounds all right.
You get a sense of peace over this whole thing, almost like
Gotcha.
this was inevitable, and she's fine with it.
Okay. If she's cool with it, I'm cool with it.
Yeah, because there's no living part of Havia left, which is her concern. All right.
Eric,
Yeah.
And we're confident this isn't the alley rats.
I'm pretty confident.
So,
The
I'm-
captain
I'm
says
not so
she saw
confident.
no evidence of the alley rats at all.
hey, we can make a Tyrannosaurus Rex, so don't tell me.
It's from what the matron just said. It's seems like this is not our problem, and we should just leave it be.
No, it's not our problem. I'm not on my computer, Eric. I'm not on my computer,
Okay.
so I've downloaded the extension, the Beyond 20 extension, but I can't get it to roll the dice in the browser.
Do you have roll 20 open at the same time?
Yeah, I have Beyond D&D Beyond open, and then I have Roll 20 open, and like I can
Go
display.
to are you on Chrome?
Oh, I bet I am on Chrome. Hold on,
You can go to your extensions and make sure that go to your extensions, make sure that the Beyond 20 extension is turned on.
Add quick roll areas to the main page. I bet that's it. Okay, say that again, Damon. Go where?
Well, just two things. You can go to settings. Well, click the three dots on the top right, and it's actually in more tools, and then go to extensions. And from extensions, just make sure that the Beyond 21 is turned on. Additionally, I'll send you a screenshot. There is a setting in Beyond 20, the extension, that I believe you can set to make sure that it is sending your game rolls to your VTT tab.
The other thing.
There we go.
Yep. All set.
Good deal.
Sweet.
Cool. Are we set and sail?
The captain.
Yeah, I guess-
looks over the patch that Knick-Knack has made. says thank you very much for fixing her ship, and begins getting ready.
Why
to
does she
depart.
think it's her ship?
Because it was her
I think
ship.
she's just fucking with us.
Okay.
It was her ship before you guys got it. She's still the captain, so from a captain's
She
perspective,
just likes calling it that.
yeah. From
And
a
I also
captain's
think that she
perspective,
does
it's her
it to
ship.
needle. At least Silas is egocentric enough to think that she does it to needle him a little bit, and like actually, whether that's true or not, that actually kind of makes me respect her because that's funny and it demonstrates a sense of humor, which I heretofore had no evidence that she had. So
Wow. No, she has a sense
not
of
even
humor.
a critique. I just meant she was a very serious person.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's kind of something to bring her up to her softer side, when you turn her into a great ape or something.
Yes.
Did I turn her into a
Plus,
T-Rex or a great
she's
ape?
got the charisma diadem on, so she's a little funnier, a little more personable.
Did I turn you into a monkey or a dinosaur?
Both.
Oh yeah.
Thank you, by the way. It kept me alive.
That was the goal.
Yes.
We're big fans of you being
Are
alive.
the rest of you, the crew of the Enyali, ready to go?
Damn straight.
Very well.
Are ready to go.
And so the ship will pull out and into the river and head off towards Baldur's Gate.
Real quick, while we're mentioning, keeping the captain alive. I mean, this may not end up being much, but we were talking about how we didn't really have anything to do with it, and we would just sell it for an amount of money I don't think we need. Does the Silas will ask the captain if she drinks, or I mean, maybe I don't need to know. We've been traveling for months. Have I ever seen her drink?
You've never seen her drink alcohol on the ship.
Then
And
I'm not
I
going to
think
offer her an amulet.
You've seen her
of the
drink
comfort.
at the Laughing Lass, where you were first introduced, but never on the ship.
That makes sense. I just felt like, as far as NPCs go, that it might be a good idea, a good like strategic idea to hand off the occasional magic item. The captain would be a great one. Make sure she's decently outfitted. So
Absolutely.
the only thing that I was seeing here that we last session had been like, well, I don't really know what we would do with that, is the amulet of the drunkard. So I was going to offer that. But I understand if it makes sense for her to be like, I don't drink while on board the ship,
Yep.
so I'm not going to even offer.
She's not going to
Totally
get
fine.
any benefit from that at all.
Yep, that makes sense. That's fine. Just thought it would. Just kind of
Yeah,
looking
but
for
I think-
stuff I can do to make sure she's in. Does anybody disagree with that general sentiment? Like just stuff that we would sell for a little, not like anything super valuable.
No, I think we talked about that. That's a good idea.
Yeah. I agree. Yep.
She already has the diadem. I don't see anything else. Like
If I remember, you guys actually
Sticking
gave her
out
a
to me.
sword too.
Yeah.
I think we gave her a +1 longsword or something like that at some point, just to make sure she had a magic weapon. I'll ask her. I mean, if it's her style and if she would want one, I have a couple I can spare. But if it's not, I'm not gonna like offload them onto her. Would she want any spell scrolls? Just a handful of like.
She does not do magic.
Figured. Okay. I knew she didn't naturally, but I didn't know if like the idea of having a spell scroll of burning hands would be something she would like to have in her back pocket. If it's not her style, I'm not gonna.
She has no
No
way
worries.
to use it. She is not connected to the weave in that way.
Cool. That's fine.
Yep. And she currently has a +1 hand crossbow and a +1 rapier, in addition to the diadem.
Right. Cool. She's in good shape.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you know what though? Just to make sure, we have so many in the bag of holding. She should have a potion of swimming and a potion of water breathing on her,
Okay.
right? There's no. Everybody agree? We have 6 of each in the bag of holding, so I'm happy to hand one to. Cool.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Yep.
Okay. Got it. Cool. She has those on her character.
Yeah, I don't want. Last thing I want if we're gone and she gets caught underwater is. Yeah, totally.
Hmm? She takes it and says, "Thank you very much. This is very thoughtful." And she will go about steering the ship. Is there anything you guys would like to do? As it's currently late afternoon as you guys are departing, she wanted to get away before sunset in order to make sure that whatever that was that came up and attacked the ship, they can put it behind you before, the sun goes down.
No, that's very nice. I'm going to do some thinking. I still have the Quizilla check today, right?
You do, because you guys have been waiting till the very end. So,
Who? Ray.
Okay, let's talk about this for a second, because I think there's like two spells we wanted you to get that you never got, and we still need them. So,
Like what?
so let's see. Scrying was one of them, right? What was the other one?
Scrying. I've been scrying on like what's her face for like a while.
It's
So-
you're thinking. I think you're thinking of sending.
Sending. Yep.
Yeah, that one definitely could probably get.
definitely can probably get.
Yeah, probably.
It's a level 3 wizard spell, so yeah, wouldn't think it would be.
That'd be pretty easy.
Okay, you get Bardic Inspiration.
I can call you Betty. Sorry.
Liam is out of the Discord right now. He mentioned it in chat, but Liam, the character, makes a point of giving you advantage on all of these checks.
Preach.
I mean, Eric, if you disagree, but he has
No, that's fine.
I think he's batting 1,000 on that.
He's done that every single Quizilla check,
Yeah, I think he's literally batting 1,000 on it.
which was fun to say, by the way.
Quizilla check.
No, the Quizilla check.
Quizilla check.
There you go.
So, Rilo brings up an interesting point. Knick-Knack, are you getting sending this evening?
Yeah, probably.
What's really fun is I'm about to do a check on your Quizilla check.
You're doing a check.
Yes.
So, Damon, we were never able to send a message to the scout that we wanted to send a message to, were we?
Yes, we were, because
you asked for
I
help to do it.
have learned who Knick-Knack is, and I bought sending scrolls of my own, and
Gotcha.
did it. Took care of it.
Yep, and he responded that he was almost there.
He responded saying that he had already been instructed to do this, but I think that's because we all spent a sending scroll together to do that.
That's
if I'm
correct.
remembering correctly. Yeah. So we'd already done that, but he responded saying that he had done scouting. It's extremely dangerous, but he does have. I mean, obviously, he does have a very firm idea of the location now that he's seen it with his own eyes. But all he reported back, I recall. Let me flip back my notes. Is that he had not seen a ton, but that it was extremely dangerous. That like the level of undead there and the the cursed nature of the land was like extreme.
But I missed.
And he did not say that he had seen the
Not a lot.
place, but he got close enough to know that it was dangerous.
But close enough to also that he had. Am I misremembering? He has a real like location on it now,
Yes.
right? Like he knows where it is.
Ballpark, yeah. Because he couldn't see it itself. He didn't get close enough.
He didn't tell us a damn thing we didn't already know.
Wait, who didn't tell us what?
All right, I'm gonna try and get this puppy started. Guidance myself to pick up
He
sending.
has it nailed down to about a 5-mile area.
Oh, for the dragon?
No,
That's
for
a big enough area that we can attempt to scry on, though, right? Because you can put your
Yes.
scry high up. So we couldn't even attempt to scry on the location prior to this. With the scout's most recent report, we now can attempt to scry on him.
Are you sure? Because none of us have seen it.
you can
It
scry on
wouldn't
things that
be the easiest saving throw, but you can do a scry based on description.
Do you
Okay.
think that maybe the area is warded?
It's absolutely warded, like up the ass, but it's still that just makes it technically, is my understanding of magic, and and Silas kind of defers to Knick-Knack, is that all those words are going to make it unlikely, but not really, especially now that we've got the play, it's not really impossible to do it. Would just give them like a big bonus to their save or something, right? But couldn't make it impossible.
There are ways to
correct me
do
if
it
I'm wrong.
impossible, but they are very difficult and limited in scope and size.
So it might be.
That's
like,
true.
a
There,
few
yeah, you're right.
things are
I'm thinking
impossible
there
too.
are some.
So maybe like a few areas in his place are impossible to scry on, but maybe not the whole thing.
Sure, but if we're in terms of this context, we're talking about scrying just to get a bird's eye view of the
Okay.
location of the castle, of the compound, which would be, I think, easier because you're much further off.
But
Anita, what's
scrying,
up?
you only
Scrying
need
needs
to
a
get-
person. Oh shit. Scrying's only on a person.
That's
You can do
I-
location, right?
You can see
I
if you're a
need a
particular
voice.
creature you choose that is on the same plane of existence that you. The target must make a wisdom save, so it has to be a person. You're thinking I can do legend lore, which would, well, that would just give me lore. It would do me a legend.
Well, Legend
your
Lore
spec-
also gives
No,
you current
dude.
events.
Nick Chase. Keep reading the very last sentence of the spell. Instead of targeting a creature, you can choose a location.
Oh. Huh.
And it says choose a location you have seen before, but Eric was saying that we can do it based on a description. It just gives it a bonus to the save. Like it makes it less likely to succeed, but we can still do it based on
Yeah.
the description. I don't know if we're gonna stick to that, seeing the unambiguous text now. But Anita, what were you about to say?
I was just saying that I have a potion of clairvoyance, so I can literally the only thing is within, but that's within a mile, so I guess that doesn't.
Also, let's not forget that Charity's probably also watching us right now because of.
So you could use that on Charity the next time Rilo and the next time we're in the same city. You could try and use it on Charity, or we can at least at some point, maybe again during that downtime between the dragon and Zembia, if we want to do some scouting, Anita, we can get within a mile, do a potion of clairvoyance, maybe get a closer look, and then head back and then disappear.
Yeah.
Or maybe we can. Oh shit, Eric. If I'll have to look up the limitations of it again, but would there be a possibility to apply like distant spell meta magic to something like that?
Oh, of course.
Yeah, we can probably pump it up if we want, or if we with the little meta magic.
You got
Oh,
a lot of creative tools at your disposal that I don't think you're combining together with what your other friends can do. Because you've got
They can
meta
also make
magic
spells.
stuff that
Nick
you
Nack
can
can make
do.
scrolls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you now
Sorry,
have
go
a
ahead,
new
Eric.
spell that you can do some fancy
Yeah.
stuff with. So, think outside the box a little bit. It's fun.
Well, not to
In
mention
a
scrying
sense, we
doesn't
can
allow
make
you
them. Sorry, go ahead.
scrying doesn't allow you to see a wide area, right? It's only a small area within 10 feet of the,
Right.
The target, right? So we won't be able to
Yeah,
see too much
clairvoyant.
even if we do target the area.
Anything is better than what we've got. And with my Echo, in a sense, we can be giving them disadvantage on these spells by just like casting it twice back to back because they only need to fail one for it to work. So it's extremely, it's costly, but it's kind of like, we get another shot.
But we're gonna take a nap anyway. I have a spell slot I can use for it.
But I would, Eric, would I be able to
Good job.
read from my book to be able to pick it up? Because I don't have it prepared at the moment.
Yeah. Do you have ritual casting as a thing?
I do, but it's not a ritual spell. That's
Ritual casting as a feature allows you to cast spells as rituals.
Only
Right.
has a ritual tag though, right?
It does not need the ritual tag. You can cast any spell as a ritual without the ritual tag if you have the ritual caster feature.
the ritual caster feat.
Oh,
Not the feat, but the actual feature. I believe wizards get it.
Wizards have it. Yeah,
Yeah.
wizards have it.
I think it's only for spells that have that.
Well, that's
I mean, not that
That's boring.
obviously, Eric, you can roll that like an Arcana
Yeah.
check can overpower anything, which makes more sense.
I like that a lot
it's
more
like-
because it makes no sense that you
Because that's
can't
the
spend
wizard's
10
whole
minutes
bag.
to cast a firebolt.
Yeah.
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 All right. Well, if we're going for it, then I will spend 10 minutes and
We're gonna go
I
for the.
can't, at this level, I can't echo a scribe, just to clarify. So,
No
I mean,
worries,
I
I'll-
endorse you going for it, but I can't echo it right yet.
I'll give it a shot.
Well, which one? I'm going to take out the blue compass I have and use it as a focus for this spell.
Okay.
So, would you want to get the guy or you want to get the space? I think we said space, right?
space. I'll write down just so Nick and I has to read like everything that I heard from the scout to try and narrow down the description. All we know about the coordinates with Arabelle to try and get as close to that 5 mile square as he can.
Okay. So, let's get a definition of what you're looking for, please.
I am looking for the area and space around the Forgotten One, utilizing the description provided by Silas's written notes from the scouts.
Okay. Interesting. All right. So let's see here. So you don't have. This is secondhand because you've not been there yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have a picture of it yet. You don't have anything that belongs there. So currently it's at a +5.
Really, real quick, don't we have Charity's little, like, clutch that she used to drop?
Oh yeah, that you did have.
That's definitely been there.
Yeah.
Who has that?
The 200.
I think Liam. Well, last I remember us
Yeah.
interacting, it was Liam, trying to, like, snatch through it quickly enough. So, yeah, I think Liam has it. Can you donate it to the... Because that would be a possession, I would imagine, of, because it's definitely been in that place. Maybe she was given it in that place.
Okay.
Sure, yeah. There you go.
At the very
So,
least, it's
everybody
a
be-
belonging of somebody who lives there.
Yeah. All right.
I think she's actually there.
But in a magical sense, like if you
Mhm.
live someplace, you're totally. I don't
Yeah.
know.
All right. So you're gonna use
It's like
that.
if you took the clock hanging on somebody's wall and used it to scry on their house. I feel like that would work.
So you place the little clutch on the table where you're casting this spell. You dangle the crystal above it in order to do the scry. And because this is a location, the location doesn't really get a wisdom save. So let's get I have a number. Let's go ahead and get you to roll your Arcana check on this one, please, Nick.
Guidancing this shit.
Yeah. And I assume that Liam is helping.
Yeah, I can assist.
So with advantage, and you do have Bardic Inspiration still.
What's that, a 1D what now?
1d8.
1d8 and advantage if you want to take it.
Whatever it is going to be a +4 and
That's
There you
much
go.
better.
32.
Yeah, alright. So, as you... Let me go ahead and, because you're the only one who gets to see this, I get to take Chase to another channel real quick.
Oh boy.
Be right back.
Oh yeah.
Alright, you there?
I'm here.
Okay. So, as your vision fades to darkness, you feel your body rushing behind, and your consciousness extends outward across mountains, 2 mountain ranges, in fact, and swoops downwards through clouds and stars into a dark pit. And once you reach that dark pit, you look around. It's a small 10-foot by 10-foot area, and around you, you see that the walls are made of sandstone. The one side has a door, the other side has a door, almost like this is a hallway. And as you look up above you, there are spikes, each spike 5 feet long, dangling from the ceiling. You can see that there are tripwires across the entire area, and you can see a couple of individuals in long brown robes dusting the floor to hide those tripwires. They are currently trapping this room.
Yikes.
And so, if you guys get to this room in the future, I will give you advantage to spot these traps.
Noted.
So, and you can tell that one of the two individuals is more interesting than the other, as he is not actually doing the work, but is rather directing the work with a gloved hand from underneath the brown robe.
What does he look like? Or she look like?
Can't see his face. His hood is drawn low, but you can tell that that is the focus of your scry at the moment.
Got it.
Can I try saying something like,
Hey, shithead.
to see if he turns his head?
You can certainly try. Unfortunately, it won't let you communicate to them.
I was just trying to see if he would censor. I don't know.
But
Cool.
as you're watching, how long does this last? This lasts for 10 minutes. You can watch as they work on setting up all the tripwires. There are going to be 5 tripwires in this room. And the tripwires are not just for the spikes from above, but one of the tripwires is a pit, another is a poison gas trap, another is a dart trap, and the last one, you can't see what that one does. But all the tripwires are dusted to be camouflaged across the floor.
So pit, poison gas, spike trap. What was the other one?
Poison darts.
Poison darts.
Yep, and then a last one. And as they're finishing dusting the last one, you attempt to talk to them a good 3-4 minutes in. After about 6 minutes, the hooded figure turns and puts a bag over the sensor for the scrying. He knows that he was scryed upon, and he puts it over the scrying sensor.
Got it.
But you were able to see that, and I'll give you advantage on that room when you guys get there.
Okie dokies.
Yep. Alright, we're back.
Actually, so hang on. Knick-Knack, we'll say for a second that Knick-Knack's still in the spells because we're almost. Rilo, I would just say I support you in that creativity. I love it as a player. It's not. I've been thinking about it. It's not really a priority for Silas to participate in the searching, but like I'll help where you want me. Like point me where you want me. I just won't be like doing whatever. But like I support you and Knick-Knack and Anita doing all of your shenanigans to try and track Charity whenever we get in the same city as her. I don't know how helpful I can be. I don't think Silas considers it a top priority, but if you ever want me to like help chase, help turn one of you guys invisible, I'll do whatever I can. I can, echo a locate creature, whatever you're thinking. Like I'll help, but
Yeah, I think there's things we can do. It's a team. It'd have to be a team event, but there are things we can do. I think to track her down and at least get face to face with her. We're at a high enough level now that we can get there, we can find her and get there if she's in the same city. It's just if we want to spend the resources and do it. I don't know.
I'm sorry?
There's a part of me that says catch her now when Echifuru's is not around. Otherwise, we're going to have to deal with her when she's standing next to him.
I have a strong feeling that she's going to be in Sembia when we're trying to do our shit there, and she's going to try and stop us there, along with maybe a priest or two. So I think that it's coming.
Oh, yes.
I think she's going to come to us at some point.
So wait until she picks the location and the time and the place. I think that's the way to go.
Well, because if we do it the other way, then we could spend too many resources and be, going in half-cocked and get ourselves killed.
Okay. She's only one person.
Yeah, but that one person also collapsed an entire mountain pass by just her projection.
Right.
I think we might lose, but I think it takes a lot to actually get ourselves killed. Rilo, I support your attempts here. I will spend spell slot resources on it. I will spend time. I will probably not spend gold. But I support your endeavors. I will, and just rope me in when you need my skill set.
Yeah.
But I don't. I recognize that the alternative is shit, but I think there's a sense. I don't know. My hope is that my way of preparing would be to buy a few things that we can have up our sleeves that exist solely for when or if she has sprung that time or place on us, because I don't know about that. Seems to be her skill set and her niche, right? So I would hope that we could have a few things in our inside pockets that just have Charity's name written on them, that maybe what she isn't expecting is we see her and we actually, even if she springs the time and place, we can still have a real plan and items specifically for this, to go balls to the wall with the encounter.
Okay.
I think that's going to be more successful, but I'm down to spend spell slots and like adventure time trying to track her in the meantime. If you ever think we're in the same city, totally, let's do it. I just probably won't spend like 500 gold on diamonds for it if your spells require that. That's the only caveat I really have.
Okay.
Okay. So, as you guys continue sailing, Knick-Knack finishes his scrying.
That was, fun. Put a bag over my head. Well over the sensor. But I had to look at a few traps.
It worked.
Yeah.
What'd you see?
Oh, they're underground somewhere with sandstone stuff, and they have a bunch of people that were setting traps. The room I was stuck in, they had about 5 traps that I saw. I only saw what 4 of them were, though. Nasty stuff.
Living people or undead people? Like
I
monks
think living.
or zombies?
They were moving.
Well, zombies move.
Yeah, hard to tell. The one person I did see in there that was kind of directing the whole thing looked like our boy, but I couldn't see his face. He had a brown hood on and a gloved hand, and he put a bag on my head.
And a gloved hand. Eric, what are you doing?
What am I doing? What? I've got a honey stick.
Silas doesn't know anything and isn't suspicious of anything. I'm terrified. That's fine. Okay.
No, it was not a. It was a leather gloved hand, not a golden gloved
He's
hand.
hiding the
if
hand of
that's what you're
Vecna.
thinking.
He's the eye of Vecna too.
No.
Do you think we should put it past Eric?
No, I would not put it past him. Like, absolutely not. He would absolutely.
Also, what would turn a lich into, a wolf among dogs other than those artifacts? So, I mean, obviously, there's
I
plenty
will
of
tell
things
you right now,
I just
flat
meant.
out, I am not messing with Vecna's artifacts. They're not. I've done them in the past. They
It
are
would make
cool.
sense for us to speculate about it
Yeah.
if we've heard the legends.
Yeah.
It would totally make sense for our
Yeah,
characters to
absolutely.
speculate about
But out of character, we're not dealing with those. So, guys, put your mind at
He's like,
ease.
that's
as far
a
as
campaign 2 thing.
Well, campaign 2, campaign 3. You make campaign 1 when Silas becomes a lich.
Scared.
I think
Yeah.
Silas would be the most like chaotic good lich that there would ever be.
Oh,
There is a weird timeline where Silas becomes a Baelnor, the like elven good lich. I mean, it's rare, but there is some sort of weird like freak accident where he ends up something like that.
part of the Loki verse. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd pay to see
There's a
that.
variant somewhere. There's a Baelnor variant out there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I know what I'm gonna do. I have a plan, man.
I low
Nick's got goals. I got dreams. I'm gonna expand
Oh my
the
god,
business.
can we meet the variant where Anita is like a badass fighter rogue? Can we meet that? Okay.
That would be fantastic.
Can we go to the parallel
You
universe?
still have an
where
eye
Brett
for
doesn't say
aesthetic.
shitty
So
jokes?
imagine the arm. Sorry, go ahead, Lynn. What?
I was saying, can we go to the parallel universe where Brett doesn't say shitty jokes? But, well, that's not gonna happen.
You can find it.
Good
luck.
Damn, I'm not sure that would exist.
Yeah, probably not.
Just think of the armor you'd wear.
Like half
You
my
still would have an
personality.
eye for aesthetics. The armor would be, there would be some good armor. It would be hot.
It would be cool.
Random question. Can I also, after that, use the Quizilla check to try and pick up sending?
You can.
All right,
Let's go ahead and see what we can do for sending.
the 26
I can
was our
assist.
kind of. Yeah, thank you.
Are you actually getting sending this time?
With guidance, I am.
Alright, cool.
Really?
I will continue to play.
Probably.
and hire you.
Okay.
I need a 3 or higher on my guidance here, or this is going to be a real rough day.
You also have Bardic
Well,
Inspiration.
you also have
again.
Bardic Inspiration.
Oh, right. Cool. Doesn't matter.
Got it. Okay. Add sending to the Quizilla check.
Or did I?
You will add sending to the Quizilla check.
Wait, you could have got that for free. I have 3 sending scrolls on me.
Bitch. I could have gotten another thing I was thinking of getting.
You actually
I
mentioned
had
them
this other
during
spell
this
I was thinking
session.
of getting that was also easy. Damn it.
Well, we're gonna be on this ship for 2 days. Don't get your neck in a twist.
And with that, the sun will set. And the captain will go about lighting lanterns that she got from the gentleman at Fort Morning Lord across the ship. These are holy light lanterns that will ward off the undead as long as the lanterns are lit. The lanterns last a grand total of 5 days.
I'm
We
paranoid.
have extras.
Glance at them with Detect Magic on.
Okay.
Anything else there? Just basically just looking for bugs. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like we're dealing with some powerful people that like, and we just used items to like scry on folks. So yeah, I'm just gonna glance around with Detect Magic on anything that the captain says that she bought at Fort Morning Lord.
Please roll. Okay, as you check all those things, the lanterns themselves are normal. They are doing what they are intended to do. As you roam the ship, checking everything, you will wander past Anita and you will notice a nice glowing ball over her right shoulder.
Lovely.
Hell no.
No, hang on. I'm the only one that can see it right now. I look at the thing and I wink and I blow a kiss and I dispel it.
Okay. Let's see here. Pulling that up. So I need you to roll a spell attack, please.
The chaos, baby.
All right.
20.
Yep. So it winks out.
Anita, we had a friend. And I'll make it reappear with minor illusion just so people can see what it was, like to sort of have revealed it, and I'll tell folks what it was and that I dispelled it. But
Is there any way we can know who was on the other side of that?
well, I would guess just from the context of somebody just caught Knick-Knack scrying in a Chifuri's place.
Yeah, fair enough.
Well, Knick-Knack, you're sure that was at Yafuru that you were looking at?
Nope.
No.
Pretty sure, but like not 100% sure. I don't know what he looks like. It's hard to kind of tell.
I mean, it's possible he has at his status and with his palace, like it's possible he employs like abjurers, other lesser necromancer or wizards, basically to like keep an eye on his wards and keep an eye out for scryers and shit like that. I mean, obviously it could have been him. I just mean I wouldn't put it. I mean, any dude like leading an operation that big could have wizard employees doing that for him.
What connection does he have to Anita, though?
Wasn't it her hair being cut that time? Or no, we discovered it was something else.
And that golden orb appears over Anita's shoulder once again.
Yeah, I let them know. I basically move. So does it kind of? So I move minor illusion like basically on top of it. I move minor illusion on top of it so they can see it. And I'm like, this one's real though. Knick-Knack. I don't know if that's going to be enough for Knick-Knack to target it. So I'll take care of this one, but I'll point it out to Knick-Knack. I don't know if you have see invisibility. and I'll just be like, guys, they definitely have more spell slots.
Hey, Knick-Knack.
Yeah.
Knick-Knack. Hey, flash this thing. Why don't you use your robes and flash it? If they can see you, they can take the hit.
Karma's this is something called no visions.
Yeah, everybody close their eyes. That might work. Let's try it.
Oh, nice.
As
That
you
works.
are doing this, the orb disappears before he's able to open his robe.
That's so bullshit.
They can see and hear what's going on.
They can see or hear what's going on.
Yeah, they can see, and there's a reason why that person knows what you were about to try.
Good grief.
Yeah,
see,
but
this
you
is
made the
this is why
level spell slot.
I don't even want to go to Boulder's Gate. I want to go straight and deal with his ass because I don't.
But hang on, but that was interesting. We learned from that colored spray would work through it. So the next time, hang on. So next time, I will communicate telepathically through the sending stones. We will not react, and Knick-Knack we will just close our eyes 1 split second when Knick-Knack says go, and he can spring it on him. So we still learned from that works, and that we can, if we be a little bit more sneaky next time and deliberate with our telepathy, can make that sting.
So
Yep.
how do we ward ourselves against scrying? And why are they picking Anita?
There are amulets.
What is his connection to Anita?
Wait a second. Could we cast? Excuse me. Could we cast the same words on the ship or similar words on the ship that he's got like on his place?
I mean, I would think so.
It'll probably take a while, though, right? I mean, it took almost a month to get the ship warded up for us, right?
The problem with warding the ship the way that he's got his place warded is that glyph of warding cannot move.
It's not going to move. It's going to stay on the ship.
The
That's
ship
The ship's
moves.
moving.
The ship moves.
The ship is moving. It's not moving.
No, it actually covers that.
That's relative. That's relative movement.
No,
I will
it's
say
very
we can at
specific.
least do.
There
we
are
could
other
do
things
this,
you can do.
right?
Let's
We
see.
could do at least the Hallow spell to protect. It won't protect against scrying, Rilo, but I'd feel a lot better having a ward against anything teleporting in or out. And it seems pretty full stop. The interdimensional interference clause. Affected creatures can't move or travel using teleportation or by extra-dimensional or interplanar means.
Yeah.
Again, it won't. I don't think it'll affect scrying, but I would at least feel better knowing that if they scry and are like, oh, they're all sleeping and none of them are wearing their armor, they can't just like pop in.
Yep. Hallow works because you're touching a specific thing, and it is not affected by the location of that object.
I remember Unala was talking about a spell that would ward off a specific area. It wasn't a glyph of warding, but it was a private sanctum. Would that work on a ship?
Private sanctum. I have to look at Hallow. I think Hallow is supposed to be a specific area. Private sanctum. You could do a private sanctum to cover the ship, as long as the ship doesn't move outside of the 100 feet.
Okay, so it has to stay in that area. But
Yeah.
that area will be a private sanctum.
Yep. But it's
That
really cool.
is still helpful because it means that whenever we're docked somewhere, we do have the type of safe space we're looking for. Like, that's
Yeah.
not nothing. We spend like half or more of our time docked places. So
Yeah.
to be able to have a sanctum during that time and
And Hallow
not
would,
having
Hallow
to travel
would work at
is
a dock.
actually not bad.
Hallow would work at a dock.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. So we could hallow it and private sanctum it. Hallow would cover the teleportation. The private sanctum could protect against scrying. So anytime we dock, if we want, we are. How much is the cost? The component cost for
1,000
yours?
gold.
Well, how much is the component cost for the private sanctum one? I don't have that spell
Negligible.
up. Negligible. Okay, then hallow it's 1,000 gold.
Hallows until dispelled, so it would last until. If
Well,
you
also-
touch the ship, you touch a point, and fuse the area. Well,
Yeah. It's not touching an object, it's touching the area. But yeah, the
Let's also assume probably has the area hallowed as well because it can be infused with unholy magics as well.
Yep.
That's nuts. So our god friends and our holy friends might have a bit of a problem getting there.
That's up to you guys.
It looks like a waste of time. I mean, if it only works while we're docked, I don't know that it's that big of a deal.
Rilo, that's half the time or more. Like, if we want a sanctum and we can guarantee it for half the time or more, that's more than incrementalism, right? I mean, I'll take it.
I think we should at least make it a private sanctum while we're docked, at the very minimum.
And if that one's negligible, that one does the scrying, that one's bigger deal. They haven't teleported in yet. I wouldn't mind doing the hallow whenever we can afford the gold, but
I agree. I think we should do it whenever we can, but I also see Rilo's point that knowing where we're going and like having those plans is sort of, I think it's better than, it's more than 50% of what we're trying to protect, right? Like we're trying to protect our plans and planning.
Right, but right now we can only protect that once a day for 15 minutes with the gem of discretion.
Yeah,
and
no,
instead,
100%. Yeah, no, 100%.
100% of the time when we're done, I don't know, like I'll take it.
Yeah. No, I mean, a step in the right direction. All I'm saying is that we still have to be super careful about, they're going to stay one step ahead of us, and that's what we were trying to avoid. But is it worth it? Yes, because we can still plan when we're in port in a way that they can't find out what's going on. So, no, I'm with you. I'm just saying that I sort of see that.
Yeah, well, I want to point out too, in terms of helping protect against divination, I invested a lot in this upgrade to the sword to make detect magic, and for silent, in character, I kind of like see the world in color when this thing is turned on. Now that it gets a little grayer as soon as it turns off. Like, and all of us glow. It's easy to see when it turns off.
And by the way,
have this little...
you don't have to refer to me as being turned on, man. It's all good.
Right on. That's funny. But I can, I'll have this vision up, this like eldritch sight up most of the time. I'll be able to keep a decent eye out. I mean, I'll do better than we've had before. It's an upgrade. As we're leveling up, that's a significant upgrade I invested into the sword that I am hoping pays off. And thus far it has. I mean, that was cool that I've been able to see it the past couple of times.
Can you do it all the time, or is there a limit?
It's detect magic at will. So it's like the Eldritch Invocation, Eldritch Sight that makes detect magic an at will spell for you.
Gotcha.
When it's attuned. So it's not literally on all the time, but the way that correct me if I'm wrong, the way that Eric and I have talked about it is like if you started living life with like in the top right corner of your vision you had a little HUD display that constantly told you the time, you would start getting real used to that, and you would start getting really used to constantly knowing the time. You can constantly see it, and as soon as that little thing dips, if all it costs you is like a wave of the hand's worth of effort to get the time back, you'd like always have it on. Why wouldn't you?
Fair.
I mean, if it drops in battle, obviously it's going to cost an action. When we're just hanging out, we all glow with like this magical light when detect magic is up. It is kind of, I think, for like a sorcerer, like seeing the world with the saturation dialed up. Like you easily see it when it turns off, and it's a cantrip to turn it back on. Last 10 minutes, 30 minutes, something like that.
10 minutes.
I mean, you act a little bit like Rain Man. Every 10 minutes, I'm gonna dispel magic.
Right, exactly. Yeah, doing a little. Yeah, every once in a while, I know, just for like social awkwardness, Silas is gonna feel like in the middle of a conversation, and he's either gonna wait or he's gonna be like, "Am I literally about to spend a sorcery point to subtle cast this just because I don't feel like being that awkward dude who's muttering an incantation under his breath?"
Mm-hmm.
The sauce that I know wouldn't give a shit. You've changed.
All right. So, does anyone want to put someone on watch tonight?
Actually, I am going to see if Silas would join me on watch, because I was hoping we could work on enchanting one of my instruments with the spell whose name I literally always forget.
You forgot again.
Yes, I seriously did.
It's hypnotic pattern.
Hypnotic pattern, yeah.
Ooh, you want to put hypnotic pattern on an item.
Like
On an
once a day.
item,
Yeah, we were looking to see if we could view the item with once a day.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let me pull it up here.
I can watch the second and third watches if you want.
Sure. Yeah, that works indeed. We'll stay up late. We'll do some crafting. You guys can get to bed early. Been a weird, long morning.
A long, strange day it has been.
Indeed. Alrighty. So, you guys are going to try to enchant a musical instrument with this. Which musical instrument are you trying to enchant?
I think she'll probably use her dulcimer.
Okay, is that already magical?
It is not magical at this point, no.
Cool. Alright, that makes this a lot easier for you guys then. So, do you guys have any essences which you're going to use to do this?
Anita does. She's been saving essences for a while. So, depending on how strong we need to get, I think in order of appearance, we have the green dragon essence.
That would
I have. What's that?
That's going to probably be the one you need for this.
Okay, I've got 3 charges of that, or three extractions.
All right. Well, how many would you like to use? As each one you add reduces the check.
We can bump this. Hang on. We can. Up to you. Like, obviously, you've been saving for it. You want it to succeed. But we can bump this check a lot with resources that are cheaper than the essence. I think it makes more sense math-wise to try 3 times than to reduce the check by spending more essences. If you're down to spend bardic inspirations and stuff, I'm down to spend the spell slots and sorcery points to try to make this work for you.
I have 3 inspirations of the bardic variety.
All right.
So yeah, let's do it.
Try to do the cheapest way possible. Got it. All right. So using 1 essence. And Silas, do you know hypnotic pattern, or just does Anita?
I do. But yeah, that's why I'm part of the plan.
Okay.
I know hypnotic pattern.
Cool. Then in that case, you can go ahead and roll an Arcana check with advantage because Anita also knows it, I assume.
I do not. I don't know.
Does not know it.
Then no, just a straight Arcana roll, unless you want to use sorcery
can it
points.
I probably will, but can it two points of order so that I know what resources I can spend here? Oh, sorry, Anita, go first. Go ahead.
I was just going to say that Anita will start to play the dulcimer in order to inspire.
Okay. Do you want to use your Tides of Chaos on this?
I actually can't because I used it to dispel the other thing.
Oh.
I used it to get advantage on the dispel magic roll.
Gotcha.
Actually.
So I needed a D20 then for earlier.
Oh, right. I apologize. I got caught up in the moment.
All right, one moment. You may have your thing back. I have to check it. Yeah, we're going to find out what happened. D10,000, please.
Okay. Holy shit.
It was worth just and these have been, it's okay.
Okay, so 8368.
Good at following up on today, if they're.
Interesting. Okay.
So we're rewinding to where we were all together when this happened, right?
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So, when that happened, you got a chill down your spine as something happened on the other end of the scry.
Can I do my charisma check to try and see what the
Sure.
wild magic surge was?
Yeah, sure. Oh, that's close. I'll let you know
I can
some details.
try and re-roll it. I can try and re-roll it if you want.
Deified the caster.
Or killed her. Maybe.
No,
maybe.
does not kill her.
Oh, damn.
Do I get the sense I should spend a sorcery point to try and re-roll that, or?
Nah.
Okay.
All right, there you go.
Oh, interesting. Okay. See, a lot of them haven't been world-breaking lately. It's okay.
Yeah.
It was just think of it as a little bit of blowback to the caster. Some significant inconvenience.
Yeah, whoever got on the other side of that scry, they're chilling right now.
Like a villain?
Yeah.
Alright.
All right, so would you like to use your Tides of Chaos
all right.
on the crafting?
Now that it's recharged.
Yeah, because I can still use my magical guidance to re-roll it with sorcery points if it doesn't work, right?
Correct.
All right. So then, point of order, so that I know if I can also bend my luck. We've had a couple hours to chill. If we're doing watch now, we've had the afternoon to chill.
Yep.
Right? I can do a couple of short
Okay,
rests.
short
All right, I've
rest,
gotten
yep.
plenty of sorcery points back. All right. Then yeah. Okay. Charisma spellcasting check for the hypnotic pattern.
Arcana, please.
It's not
It's not
charisma
spell-
for the sorcerer.
No. It's Arcana
All right.
check to craft. Always has been.
That's why. That's why we're spending our Tides of Chaos, friends, and doing it again. Doing it again
Yep.
because I'm spending magical guidance.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Nice.
There we go.
Much nicer. All right.
All right, so that costs one sorcery point.
You're gonna need
I
the
got
bardic
the- I got
inspiration
the-
to get higher.
Yep. And that's okay because I'm also because we had the two. I know. I'm sorry, but because we had the 2 hours, I can also bend my luck.
All right. So you got up to the
A
23
24?
that you needed. You needed a 23. You got there, but I do
Okay.
need the D10, the D20, please,
Right.
because this is the 10th time you've used
Millionth
it today. Yeah.
Today.
So we need another D10,000 on the dulcimer.
But it's magical now, Steve.
Although it may just explode. It might explode right now.
Well, that's always a risk.
What if it or it deifies and it becomes a dulcimer god?
In which
Yeah.
case, you guys start worshiping it. Yeah, that'd be
Maybe we
great.
get some competition.
I'm downstairs. I'm doing stuff.
Oh, okay. The neck of the dulcimer can now retract and become compact.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
So
thanks. I
it's
didn't
a-
even plan for a
it's a
compact.
telescoping dulcimer now.
Oh my god, I've got a compact for a dulcimer, or a dulcimer for a compact.
Yeah, it's pretty
Let
cool.
me just powder the air with my beautiful dulcimer notes.
No, it squeezes together now into a little
Yeah.
bowl shape. Just
Nice.
It has one hypnotic pattern per day.
Yep, we'll do one hypnotic pattern per day. I will create that item here in just a moment.
You are amazing.
I do my
And
best.
I know we barely cut it. We had to spend a lot of sorcery points and stuff and wild magic surges, but you have 2 green dragon essences left.
Yep. And that's nothing to sneeze at.
No. All right. So, you
Touch
guys need to do a perception check as you are on watch with disadvantage because you're busy crafting.
All right. So this is a perception, right?
Yes, please. Nice. Cool. You'll see a variety of undead approach the ship, ghosts and specters and spirits, but the lanterns that you got from Stead Whitehorn to guard the ship are protecting it. So, Captain did a good job while you guys were inside the castle.
Absolutely.
Alright, so you guys will make it all the way to midnight. What would you like to do? Who would you like to wake up?
I believe Liam was ready to come up next.
Okay.
That's right.
Liam?
I'll wake up. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you go. You were talking first. You're good.
I was just saying I would probably wake up Ryla so that Liam doesn't have to take a watch alone, or at least doesn't have to take both of them alone. And just for flavor, Silas definitely, if watch was boring, used the approaching undead as target practice for some chill touch and eldritch blast and cantrips, because like, why not? We're adventurers. That's exactly what you would do on a ship. Anyways,
All right.
What we did.
there you go.
The other thing,
They
just
may
to note,
take some
doesn't
pot shots
the
at
captain
you
still
back.
get to
But all the shots that you take, they're going to shoot back with disadvantage. So you guys are essentially playing, shots in the dark against each other.
It'll probably be it's that type of dangerous fun that it'll be fun until you have to spend shield like 2 or 3 times and you're like, all right, I'm done.
right?
Because they can't see you on the ship until you cast the magic, at which point they're able to fire prepared action back at you. So
Yeah, and you take 1 or 2 like basic hits that bust through the shield and you're like, all right, that hurt, we're done. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, I get it.
If Anita breaks a nail, she's going to be really pissed.
Yep. All right, all good. So, Liam and Rilo are awakened to replace the watch.
Does the captain still get up at 4? So,
Yes.
right? So she gets up early.
So, what would you two like to do? I need perception checks from both Rilo and Liam. Nice. So,
We've not been rolling well today.
yeah, you guys are able to see all the undead forces around the ship. The ship sails on, unaffected by everything around. You guys are making good time thanks to those lanterns. Is there anything you guys want to do during your watch?
I don't think so.
If Rilo stays quiet for the first 20, 25 minutes, then he'll try to go into a meditative state that's like meditate, but still kind of like keep aware of his surroundings, and maybe try to commune to the matron
Okay. Roll a religion check,
as best as
please.
he can. Come on, help a dude out. No whammies.
The number of undead in this area are disconcerting. The wails of the banshees and specters is distracting to you.
After like an hour of trying, he's just gonna open his eyes and go,
Okay. Alright, so you guys will spend your watch uneventfully otherwise, being in the middle of a horror movie of sorts, unaffected by the undead, but still watching them go past almost like it's the Disney ride. But yeah, you guys managed to wait until the captain comes on deck at 4 a.m. to relieve you guys.
I'll stay up with him.
Okay. She thanks you for staying up with her. Riley, are you going to go to bed?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Captain Kira is going to tell you that the creature that she saw at Fort Morning Lord disturbed her greatly, and she's thankful to have someone else on deck in case something like that attacks again.
Well, happy to be here.
Other than that, she's going to shut her mouth and sail the ship through all these ghosts and terrible creatures.
Liam will ask, quiet enough to where, it's not a normal volume, but, so she can still hear. And ask, not to pry, but do you worship any deity?
I do.
Specifically? Do you mind if I ask?
You have.
Well, ask whom?
Oh, I worship Timora, Lady Luck.
Nice. Lady Luck would be good for your job.
Indeed. She's come through for me more than once, and she looks meaningfully out to the edge of the light.
I'm trying to get into...
I'm just glad the thing that attacked took the dwarf and not me.
I am too.
We should be in Baldur's Gate by nightfall. We're making great time.
Indeed. Do you pray often to Timora?
No, but I visit the temples whenever I have the opportunity.
I'm trying to get better at that, and I'm not doing so well. Get a little new to it.
She looks at you with a little bit of concern and pity. Realize that the gods are disconnected from us. They have concerns greater than ours. Sometimes what we believe to be important to them is meaningless.
Sure.
This ship, in the grand scheme of things, is but a little speck of wood upon the waves. Until we can get the attention of the gods to pay attention to us, until we can threaten the gods with our very actions, why would they pay attention to me?
But I've heard of people being able to at least commune or talk with, maybe even for a moment. That sounds nice. Hoping to
I'm
do
sure it
something like
is, but I don't believe it. Till someone shows me that there is some cosmic power that controls my future, I think it's just a whole bunch of tricks.
Alright, I can understand the speculation.
And she continues sailing the ship into the dawn, which rises behind her, and as the first specks of light pierce the horizon, the undead forces around the ship will dissipate, and you guys are able to look around, and it's a horrible scene for miles and miles, but at least there's no undead attacking the ship.
True. Are there any forms of undead? Like, can we see the coastline?
Oh yeah, you can see the coastline. There are forms of skeletal giants and a variety of skeletal beasts roaming the fields. It's creepy. It's nasty. It's gross. There's all sorts of undead creatures out there that if you were to get off this ship, you would be instantly swarmed. There's shuffling under piles of bones that look like the shuffling is a good mile long, as there is something under those bones that is shifting.
Is how far away is the coastline to us now?
About a quarter mile away.
Okay.
Yeah. You guys are trying to stay in the middle of this river away from the coastline.
And they seem like they don't give a shit about us right now, right?
Right.
No, fair enough. Oh, I remember the question I was going to ask. Is this something similar to what Sembia was like, or was it more...
No.
Is it different?
This is undead upon undead upon undead. Sembia is an actual fairly nice environment to live in. They have trees and farms and civilization, cities, etc. It's just they also happen to have fiends walking around openly. Just, you know, Sembia cares that, you know, the lawn's mowed. Here, it's a field of bones.
So it's just it's like Coromir's negative.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
If you were to take hundreds of years of dead people, bleach white their bones, and pile them all in one giant field, that's what you're looking at.
Oh, like there's no grass. It's just
No grass. It's bones and dead bodies as far as the eye can see.
That's lovely.
No trees. Every tree has been uprooted and torn. There are no living things here at all except for the people on this ship.
What keeps them from spreading? Is there a reason that keeps them from spreading?
Fort Morning Lord.
Okay. Fort Morning Lord in places like that are like to the north and maybe to.
Well,
Gotcha.
to the north is Nagara, which is, you're researched. Nagara is the home of the Yuan-Ti, and they take more of the spiritual control side of things, and the undead don't dare go there lest they be controlled by the Yuan-Ti.
I see.
Which is kind of disturbing.
And they don't dare go to Baldur's Gate because they got enough shit going on already.
Well, yeah, well, Baldur's Gate has an actual military and, you know, has powerful spellcasters and all sorts of different people there. So.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Yep. All right, so the rest of you wake up in the morning. It's a wonderful day. What would you like to do? Where would you like to go? No, he's
I'm gonna
not
write a
here.
book.
He's not here.
Right. No, Knick-Knack is gonna write a book.
Okay. What is Knick-Knack writing?
I'm not sure yet. Actually, I know exactly what I'm writing. I am going to pull out one of the books I took from the library where they're in the, God, what's the city's called? With the Harpers and all the palace.
Mm-hmm.
That's not Arabia. Not Erebor.
Suzail.
Yes, Tuzail.
Tonight.
No.
You guys were there.
It was after that. It was more recent. I
Where
still.
we met the Harper place where we just
Oh,
had
the
temple.
Twilight Citadel, yes.
For dust.
Burdus.
For dusk, thank you. I took a book, a blank book from the place where they were doing all the forged documents, and I'm going to write on it an accounting of the story of the Purple Rain. Heavily exaggerated, most of it is lies.
Okay. There you go, Anita. Go ahead and add that to your character sheet.
Cool. Yeah, so I'm just kind of gonna go through and talk about the stories, like starting off where I am, and starting off the beginning where the party came together from, basically like divine intervention more than anything else.
Roll a
How great-
performance check for your literary skill.
That is not a forte.
I know.
Guidancing this shit. +2.
Awesome. You were able to
Hey,
write
Anita,
it,
can you?
and it
can you
looks
help?
like scam science. Absolutely.
You know what? Fuck it. Gotta keep writing it though.
Yep. All good.
It does. This is gonna be like fucking the 7 pillars of wisdom. That's what this is gonna look like. Total horseshit.
Okay.
And doesn't matter how bad it is. All I gotta do is sell it.
Yep. You only have to sell $1 billion pencil to be rich.
Or sell this to a cheap producer and then sell it to people who don't know any better.
That too. All right. What are
So
the
I'm going to
rest
work
of
on
you
that
doing?
today.
As Nick Nack sets about writing his memoirs of
does-
the past couple years.
Can Anita help, or is it too late?
It's too late. We already rolled it.
Yep.
And you didn't ask for Anita's help writing the book.
I didn't.
So
Don't worry, Anita. I got this. It's gonna be great.
Anita,
I'm gonna leave out the part where you lost your hair.
This is the part
Anita
where you
will walk
realize
by-
that he's writing a book on a ship, and his penmanship is horrid because of the rocking
Yeah.
of the ship.
Anita will look over his shoulder and see what he's writing and be like, "Okay, yeah, horseshit."
I have this. I imagine that there's this part of Anita that's like, just wait until I turn this into a musical and save it from itself.
Yeah, exactly. You're writing a straight play. I could definitely turn this into a musical.
Okay.
The way I'm thinking of it is like, have those dime novels from old Western
Nice.
stuff. That's like shenanigans.
Oh, absolutely. Cool. So, what are the rest of y'all doing?
Are we arriving in Baldur's Gate? Sorry, just quick point of order because it might affect other people's plans too. Are we arriving at Baldur's Gate tonight or tomorrow?
You guys make good time through the night. You guys will be there before 7 p.m.
Okay. Go ahead, Steve. Or whoever.
Anita's just going to pull out the threads of fate and attempt a little performance.
Okay.
Well?
Mr. Knickknack, can you stop writing for a moment and help me with some guidance?
Of course, I can tell you how the best notes are. I am a fantastic musical performer.
Lovely.
It's at this point you guys realize Cass has not been seen since Fort Morning Lord.
We're used to not seeing Cass.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is normal.
Yeah.
We probably noticed, but didn't give a shit. She'll be fine.
Her cabin
She's
door.
on the boat. You know
No,
she's on the boat.
the cabin
We just
door
don't
is
know where.
open and no one has slept in her bed.
It's okay. I honestly, if anybody is like, this person is more than capable enough to, I'll use the sending stone to reach out, to, obviously, but if they don't respond, I would just assume they are a very capable person who
Also,
is
just
somewhere.
scrub down her.
I'm pretty sure she's going to fail that save.
As you do the sending stone, you'll hear, "I'm fine, thanks, see you, BG."
Great. I'll pass that along. They're capable. They're fine. They'll see us in Baldur's Gate. Anita, let's get this performance going.
Yeah, can you help me a little bit? You know that I'm still not great with the threads.
Yeah,
of fate.
I said that at the beginning that I would help out for sure.
Nice. Lovely.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I think that's fairly good.
Oh, Mashiach. That is fairly good. So,
Right? Isn't that's one of the numbers?
two. Yeah, you get two
Oh,
of them right now.
guidance.
Yeah, we already get, but we can't. 35 is 3, so I think we've got as good as we can get right now.
But you can roll
hang on.
guidance and bad luck.
Oh,
Yeah, roll the guidance and see if you roll high enough that Ben Luck is worth it.
and it's 1d4, right?
Correct.
Get a 4.
I can't help you. I don't bend the luck.
You can't bend it up to 5.
Can't quite bend it that far.
No.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Man, Ben Luck is so
But that's still dope. That's still awesome.
It's still awesome. So, you will
Yeah.
get 2
Only the
portents for the
second
day. 2 of the strings sound true. That's pretty nice.
Great.
That is very cool, actually. 1 is a success and 1 is a failure. That is fantastic.
That's pretty. Yeah, for the most part, that's pretty good. That's fantastic.
Alright.
That's awesome.
The first one could also be a success depending on who you use it on.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you want it, to, often you can make it a failure. In most circumstances, if you need one, that's good.
Cool.
I have. Oof.
Hmm?
If you don't use it by the end of the day, let me know. I need something that might could be useful.
Uh-huh.
But it's a pretty high check.
We can, let's wait on the Kazilla check until the end of the day because we get in at 7. Maybe we have a quiet dinner and then hang out and write in the Quizilla check before midnight.
I'll find a publisher for my book, though.
Fair. Although at 7 o'clock, I'm not sure how many publishers. Well, we might find one at a pub. We could go to a pub and see if there's a few publishers. Most writers and those related.
Publisher.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
You want to do some longsword practice?
Longsword practice today? All right. Rilo,
I have an idea.
You gonna teach him
the target
longsword
again?
stuff?
I think Rilo was helping Silas with some longsword work.
Okay. So I need a strength check from Silas.
Well, we've been using Dex because the Ravazog in particular
that's
has finesse.
correct.
But
Yep. Go
but I
ahead
have a
and use it.
question here.
Yes.
Silas is of the type to try and constantly try and find a way to use his sorcery to get to where he wants to go.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm looking at my essences and I'm seeing some martial fighters, and I'm wondering if I can spend an essence on using magic to connect, not supercharged practice with the sword, using magic to connect with the sword in that way where the sword, the sword is teaching you or the sword is leading your hand or whatever, but to try and
okay.
bridge so that I can get
What are you looking to spend on that?
either. So in terms of the best martial fighter we had was the Butcher. I don't want the Butcher essence touching this thing. I don't think this thing wants to go anywhere near the Butcher essence. Sounds disgusting.
Yeah.
But the Goliath Werebear is just a beast, right? And it's a martial, it's a Goliath martial fighter with swinging an axe. I was thinking that's the closest I've got. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But I was just seeing if it would maybe.
No, that's too brutish for what you're trying to do.
Yeah, that's true. It's finesse. I haven't
Yeah.
gotten any essence of finesse type stuff.
Yeah. I understand
Okay,
what
let's
you're
do our
going with
dex
it, but
check.
yeah, let's do the dex check instead.
If you need some of maybe the green dragon essence might help as well. Maybe to bridge that charisma gap.
Oh, would Green Dragon Essence be?
That would work.
Because I can just give you one if you want.
I'll trade you. I have good ones. I don't know if they're as good as the Green Dragon. But I have 2 Butcher ones if you want one. I can trade you some stuff.
Oh no, go for it. Here's a green dragon essence. I don't really need it too much.
Okay.
Not at the moment, anyway. So he'll give Silas one.
You might as well take the angry then. Go ahead and take an angry one. I appreciate it, but I this is very valuable, and I probably won't use the angry one. I feel compelled to give you something. Take an angry essence.
Sure.
I know you have. Call it a buffer if you fail one of those checks to make the potion.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
So you're going to give the green dragon essence to the sword.
That's how we did. You know what? That's how we did the detect magic. So I think it'll.
Okay. All right. So we'll see how your dex check goes and see if you're good at practicing with this today.
Yes, usual, and then so again, I'm thinking usual use of sorcery. I'll let the wild magic and the soothe cool for the travel, but
You gonna let it cool off? All right.
but because I can spend a sorcery point
Sure.
to reroll the dex check, so I'll at least do that. Oh,
Nice.
Badass.
Yeah,
I'll fish for the crit, but because there's no reason not to. But that's amazing.
that is a
Beautiful. Cool.
very good check. Yeah, you will learn a lot about the sword's use. You are very close to gaining proficiency.
If that was an attack roll against Liam, you would hit him.
Mm-hmm. Yep, getting very,
yeah.
very, very close.
Okay.
If you got another
Cool.
day like
Thanks,
today,
Rob.
you'd be done. Very cool.
Awesome. That's all I've got for today.
All right.
Just for flavor, I don't know if it's
Yep.
super relevant.
Please add that to your character sheet.
Got it.
Thank you. And are you using the pen name, or are you doing something different?
I am using Knick-Knack Ticelli as the name,
Okay.
but the name of Knick-Knack Ticelli in the book is going to be...
I follow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Nick, a question for you.
Fire away.
At some point, do you mind learning Druidcraft?
Yeah, I can get around to it. I'll get around to it one of these days. You know, when it's pretty light on the whole. Don't need some, critical spell to save the party kind of a thing.
Oh, for sure. I don't need it immediately. Just, maybe before we go to Sembia.
We'll see. We'll see what happens.
So as you guys get to be about 5 o'clock in the evening, you can see Baldur's Gate on the horizon. It is a massive city, impossible to miss. Is there anything you guys would like to do before arriving?
Is it kind of like on the same scale as, like, say, like San Francisco, or is it like Old Town San Francisco, or is it like a different?
What do you
I
mean?
suppose. So, like, like the San Francisco in the early 1900s, like, is like that size, or is it like?
Oh,
kind of get a...
no. We're talking Baldur's Gate. Blam.
Oh, it's huge.
Aha. Like San Francisco now.
Gotcha. That is huge. Okay.
Yeah. There is... Yeah, that's one of the mage towers in Baldur's Gate. There are a number of those in the town. You can actually see that on this hill here, there are buildings, and on these hills back here, there are buildings too.
Oh, there's more that I'm not even seeing. Oh my lord.
And all the way back here, there are buildings. Welcome to Baldur's Gate, the biggest city in all of the Sword Coast and Faerun. So, as you guys pull in, it is very obvious that the captain is thankful to be done with the Fields of the Dead and pulling into the city. And for the record, the Fields of the Dead are over here.
I can't see where you're pinging.
Sorry. Fields of the Dead would be over here, this blank space where you see nothing.
Gotcha.
That's over there. But yeah, you see buildings on these hills over here. There's buildings up here. There's buildings over there. There's buildings.
So we're coming from this direction.
Correct. You guys are coming in like these ships right here.
Cool.
Yeah, that's why quarter mile to the shore, not a big deal, because the river's freaking huge. And if you follow this river to the left, you'll head out into the ocean.
We can make this so fast. I don't want to take up time, but I think we could learn a lot from this. Okay. I think we could learn a lot from that. Oh my god, I just had an idea. Okay. Can I just hold the blue shard for a second and say, hey, can I pop in real quick? We'll only take like 30 seconds of your time max. Just gotta hop in, hop right back out.
Roll a persuasion check, please. All right. Okay, so you want to pop in to there.
We'll just take a quick second.
Okay. This is going to be funny. As you pop in, you feel yourselves being pulled through time and space across distances, and you look over, and Cass is standing there, and she looks wet. She's
sorry.
bedraggled.
I used the singular.
Her hair is draped across her back. Looks over at you like you just interrupted a morning swim.
I used a singular pronoun. I said, "Can I pop in for a second?" Who am I? I didn't know he was going to take everybody. I'm so sorry.
Hi, Cass.
Hey.
Hi.
Hey.
How you guys doing? You guys doing good?
Doing great.
Thanks. I
Okay.
hope I get back in time.
So this will just take a sec. So when you're like running into somebody, like somebody's watching TV in the living room, and you just need to like grab something, and you're like, "Excuse me, real quick, just running in." Silas will. He's got the sword on. He's got detect magic on. I'm looking at the chain connecting it to the throne. Sorry, real quick, just passing through. No big deal. I'm going to cast Dispel Magic on these chains.
Oh,
It's
okay.
It's not going to work, but I'm going to watch it with Dispel Magic when I try. I know it's not going to work. I know I can't just 3rd level spell this, but I'm going to watch what happens to these fucking chains when I try, and I'm going to give it a good try.
Okay.
It's a charisma check.
Let's give it a real try.
It's a charisma check.
Yep.
Why is it charisma?
It's a spell
Because I'm a
attack.
sorcerer. It's an ability check.
Oh.
It's an
Alright.
sorcerer.
So your sword
hang on.
screams
No.
in pain.
I'm gonna give. Well, sorry, I may have inadvertently heard it more, but I'm making it a better check than that. I want to learn what's happening here.
Okay.
That was my Tides of Chaos. I spend that's not my final roll. I spend a sorcery point to re-roll that.
Okay.
17 and totaling 19.
Okay.
What have I
And-
learned?
And I'll use a reaction to use Charlotte Blue Palace to bump that up to 20.
Nothing
There we go.
happens.
Boom. Oh, in here it can't do it.
No.
In here, the shard- we
The
can't
shard
use the
is
shard
not
for it?
working here. So you learned something. He
Does
looks
anybody
at you
Maybe
guys.
burn the use, or does it just not function?
He looks at Rilo.
Hey, the shard has worked in here before because we
we've
use it
used
to
the
find.
shard for the location feature
To
function
find-
at least.
yeah,
we have
to-
used it before.
You guys
The
have
like
find
look for
secret-
secret doors function.
That's right.
Find
You guys
secret
did use it for that. Yeah, okay. Fine. We'll go ahead and bump it up to 20. That's fine. All right. He looks at Rilo, very disturbed seeing the shard come out, and looks at you, and your sword screams in your mind. Stop it, please, stop it, please. And
It was instantaneous. It's over. I can't do anything about it. It's done.
and
I can't.
the
It
sword
was.
goes
It's done.
silent.
I didn't know that was going to happen. What did I see when I was looking at the chains?
The chains, the magic aura that's on the chains reflected the magic into your sword. So you attempted to.
I basically just attempted to dispel my sword's magic
Yeah.
from it.
And it didn't work because you did not get high enough. But
Oh, I would take to dispel a weapon of this caliber would be crazy high, but
yeah, but the weapon will be unusable for the day as far as its magic effects go. He looks down at you.
actually, sorry.
Did you
Go ahead.
really think that would be that easy? If it was
course
that
not,
simple,
but-
I could have done it myself.
Yeah, no kidding. But I was hoping to learn something, and nobody else seems pretty forthcoming about your situation.
What would you like to
including you.
know? I would gladly.
Yeah, including you. So
What would you like to
So
know,
I was-
Silas? What would you
doing my
like to know?
best to just. Well, hey, we're both. You're hoping that I'm working towards trying to free you, and step one is trying to learn as much about the nature of your chains as possible. So I right now I didn't really know anything.
Well,
So to any extent you can elaborate on that, I will nod along like I understand the words you're saying. Knick-knack will pay attention and remember what it means, and we'll go from there.
okay. He will sigh deeply and look down at the chains. These were placed upon me by the individual who we will not mention.
Okay.
They are both bound to me, my soul, my spirit, and my person. I cannot be reincarnated, transformed, polymorphed, or otherwise shape changed, as they will prevent any form changes of my person. While held here, I cannot age, I cannot hunger, and I cannot thirst. I am immortal while chained to this throne. It is a horrible existence, but I can see out beyond the walls of my own place thanks to my magic still working. However, I cannot break them as they reflect magic upon the wielder. So I do a lot of introspection and self-analysis.
Which I'll note you just described as a horrible existence, but nonetheless. All right, we've learned a lot. I don't want to take up the group's time. Cass seems busy. I do want to note that it sounds like I'm going to have to secure a wish from somebody or something to get you out of this. So consider you have plenty of time then with your reflection to consider.
If you choose to wish these away, please be cautious with your wording, as you may be caught in the backlash with them, as these are artifacts that cannot be easily destroyed.
Well, why can't you wish it out then?
I cannot perform a wish of my own choosing.
No, but I think Liam means if I were to be able to secure you, not even if I could make a deal with a creature that can cast a wish and sort of power of attorney it over to you, hand it over to you or allow you to, make the wish directly with that creature.
You would be
Can he not
I probably won't. I'll probably
Can he-
just be careful with my wording, by the way,
Hey,
because
Solid.
giving you a wish seems... Sorry, go ahead.
Are we sure that he can't grant you a wish? Does he not have that? Is he not high enough level to cast a
Right,
wish?
how is
spell?
that not a loophole? Can't you grant me a wish? You have the wish spell. You offered it to another gentleman in exchange for freeing you. Can't you offer me a wish spell in exchange?
Once I am free, I can grant you a wish.
Okay.
My magic does
Well-
not work while I am bound.
Then if I spend, if I just, consider in the time you have to reflect what it would cost to get a wish. Because if I spend one on you, I might want one and then some. So, anyhow.
May I ask
Think
you
on it.
one real quick question?
We've got plenty of time. At this point, that's up to Cass, who I feel like is on the most time-sensitive schedule. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm fine, thanks. I don't really feel like going back to the sewer anytime soon.
Great. What's
Fair
your
enough.
question?
This might be a bit presumptuous, but do you mind if I take some of your blood?
He looks at you. I would rather not.
Fair enough. That was it. I just
Can I try and-
with some alchemy?
Why was he? He seemed aggravated about the shard of the Blue Palace. Why is that? I mean, it was a gift he gave to us, right?
And with that, you guys are back in Baldur's Gate.
Good water.
Wait, hang on. I was gonna ask. I'm dipping, if I can, real quick. I was just gonna dip. I was gonna see if it would help the sword. I feel bad that it got hurt. I was gonna, and I was gonna try and be like, I don't know if this will help, buddy, but, I hope it does. And I'll kneel down by the water and hold the sword down, River of Six style, and hold it down into the water. I'll take the burn on my hands to do the cold damage, but I'll hold the sword down.
Interesting. Okay. So you put the sword in the water just before you guys leave.
I mean, it gives us inspiration. It gives us great stuff. I figured
the sword
it's
will,
a fake creature.
Yeah, the sword will actually stop being dispelled and will regain all charges immediately.
Cool.
So I'm gonna drink the
Sorry,
water. Do we get inspiration for that?
Yeah, I'm scooping up water and with the vials
So
and
you-
handing it to everybody.
Okay, so you guys are each grabbing a vial of the water and taking it with you. Okay.
I would have had to do my thing instead. So.
Have fun, Cass. Bringing back that vial.
Okay. Cass was too busy picking certain objects out of her hair to do that.
Oh,
So Cass will not gain inspiration from visiting the Blue Palace. Sorry, Delaney.
No, Silas.
Fine.
He didn't.
Sorry to take up your time, but thankfully you got the water out of it. Also, I didn't know it was going to take your time. Sorry, I thought he was just going to grab me.
It's okay. Cass got interrupted and will find herself back inside a sewer.
As one does.
As one does.
What were you going to say, though, Rylan?
So, I mean, he didn't answer. I guess we didn't. I mean, I guess I was thinking out loud, but
Mm-hmm.
he didn't seem to say anything about the shards and why he didn't. He didn't seem to appreciate us using the shards.
Can we do an insight check on that
Sure.
reaction of his?
Yeah, go ahead and roll an insight check.
No whammies.
Nothing for me.
All right,
Fucking-
Rilo.
no, I'm
Oh,
restarting.
Rilo, you were the one paying attention. Good for you.
Yep, Rilo's the one paying attention. You guys have shown them to him in the past, and he was derisive at that time about them, kind of dismissing them, saying that they were something of his realm that were developed over time. He doesn't like them, and he's not the one that gave them to you. You guys made that assumption and connection, but they're not from him.
Oh, interesting. So who's been increasing their power every time we go to visit him? That's the question.
Well,
or is that a natural effect?
there's-
I think based on the nature of the item. Every time we visit, it
Yeah.
like charges up or something.
it's a effect related to spending a certain amount of time there.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, the shards
They haven't
themselves were given to you before meeting him, and were already powered up before getting to him. Someone else provided those to you.
Then who did?
You guys did not roll high enough on insight.
Nick, can you cast legend lore on these things?
Damn.
Probably no more.
Crap.
Womp womp womp.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't heard anything about these in quite a
We're
while.
level 11, man. I'm sorry.
I know.
Yeah.
No, you're not. You're not sorry one bit.
Nope.
actually, you know what? I have never done this, which is a mistake on my part.
Which is?
I'm gonna cast Legend Lore.
Dun dun dun. On
On
Rilo. Awesome. Okay,
on the,
so.
on the shards of the Blue Palace.
I was gonna
I'm gonna cast.
Okay.
I'm gonna take 10 minutes and cast it as a ritual, but yeah,
All right.
Legend Lore that shit.
Legend lore on the shard of the Blue Palace. Awesome.
Is it us? Do you have to make a check for that?
No.
Like an Arcana check?
You do
No.
not.
It's automatic.
You freaking don't. Spoken
Oh,
as the voice of the
that's
DM who was on the
nice.
receiving end of it 2 weeks ago. No, you really fucking don't. You
Yeah.
just get it.
Yeah,
You
it's,
just get it. You just get
it's
whatever you're
just,
looking for, basically.
hey, DM, we want more story.
Has
Yeah.
somebody talked about it somewhere, then it's a story that I can. It's obnoxious.
All right. So, I gotta read the exact stuff again. Because every time I go through this. All right. All right. The shards of the Blue Palace are pieces of the castle where Eamon exists. They were formed after the destruction and his subsequent release from the palace. The shards are imbued with his powers and gain powers based off of the inverse of time as it flows through the shards. They are literally part of the castle you guys have been visiting, but from the future. As you guys spend more time going to the palace, etc., they become more powerful as they approach their actual time of existence. They are time-traveling devices that have been sent through time to help you guys by someone else who you may not have met yet. You may have met them, but I'm not going to tell you who that was.
What's their name?
Damn it.
Or even secret lore that has never been widely known.
Yep,
Yep.
even secret lore, because it's lore that hasn't been made yet. So,
Yeah.
I'm going to jump through that
Time
little
travel
loophole
bullshit.
and
This is-
be like,
Oh, time travel card. Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
Way to pull on that time travel card, Eric.
I love time travel
Episode
card.
of Umbrella Academy. What's going on here?
Hey, you guys wanted to ask about the time traveling devices. I get to use the time travel card on the time travel devices. But
Knick-Knack, I have a question for you.
as
With
Knick-Knack
your-
looks into
sorry.
the devices with his legend lore, the shapes and faces that have been dancing across the surface of the shards slow for a little bit, and you can see your own faces. Questioning Eamon, talking to him, exploring the various halls and rooms of the Blue Palace. They've all been just your reflections from the future. As the shards
Cool.
remember your presence. That's why they're
my
able
question
to.
is,
That's why they're able to alter the die rolls. Is they saw the actual effect when it happens in the future. That's why they can find a secret room, because they already knew it was there after you explored it. That's why they can do all these things, is because they're time traveling shards. So,
That's cool.
the
I wonder if
creation of
these
these
ones are
does
specific
not
to us, though.
happen until the palace is destroyed, which will happen at some point in the future.
what I'm wondering is our own shard specific to us?
Yes, as the legend lore is being cast, and during the duration of legend lore, you guys can see your own reflections in the shards. After that, they will again return to their normal, scheduled, fast-paced winding of different shapes across the surface.
So say like if Silas and I were to swap ours for just 30 seconds and look at it, we would see each other's faces.
Correct, and they do not work in other people's hands.
Oh, okay, that's interesting.
Yep.
Hmm.
Okay, so Eric,
Mm-hmm. In fact, the lore that
Can we
Knick-Knack
roll-
will get is the adventures of the Purple Rain pulled the shards from the remains of the castle.
okay. Theory time.
Yep.
Knick-Knack.
Mhm.
I'm asking Knick-Knack if he thinks this will work. I don't know if he rolls Arcana or if we roll Insight or what the situation is. Knick-Knack. Can we? The shards already forge. Can one of their abilities is to turn into a weapon? What if we, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, sell our shards into one big weapon, and use it and swing it at the chains, and to try and break the chains?
Let's see if it works first.
I'm gonna use a reference. I'm gonna use another pop culture reference in D&D. Excuse me, real quick in Faerun. And I'm gonna not just use it. I'm gonna use one that failed, but just like Gimli with the ring. Like if we can try and just like smash it.
Oh, I saw that play. That was a cool play.
Yeah.
So wait, okay. So the shards were created when the palace was destroyed. But if you notice the way that Eric was saying it,
Oh,
the palace being destroyed is what freed Eamon.
no, not necessarily. Wait, hang on. I mean, maybe, but at least the piece I dropped was the lore is that we recovered it from the palace. So we might have sent it back to ourselves.
What if the palace collapsing and getting destroyed kills Imogen?
He said and subsequently freed Eamon.
Well, freed and alive aren't the same.
Yeah, I know, but he said subsequently freed Eamon. I'm pretty sure.
Those are the words
so
I
I think-
used.
And I think that, and so the destruction of the palace is what frees Eamon, and these are part of the remains. Yeah, we may have sent them.
And maybe
he
we
didn't.
sent them back to ourselves.
Maybe it
You know,
was all
he's not-
accidental. We're all stuck in some weird fucking time warp shit.
So he knows okay, so think about this. He knows that the creation of the shards are a product of his being freed, and he still disdains them. Yeah, I think he was right the first time. Maybe we can leave him alone. Because otherwise, I mean,
Well,
there's a symbol of him being freed. I mean, you think he'd be excited about that, but he's not. He doesn't necessarily like them.
Well, what if, and like this might just be some crazy talk, but maybe, I mean, what if we are in some time loop that like we fail and it starts from the beginning and we have no idea because we're in this time shit.
Then it means we haven't lost yet.
Or how many times have we done this and multiple outcomes have happened? Like, what if we did free Eamon and that wasn't enough to do whatever?
So he sent us back.
Mm-hmm. And subsequently set everything in that time back.
It may be the destruction of the palace itself that he's not happy about.
Maybe.
But
Yeah, that's true. Because it might just be it might mean that like if he gets freed, but he has to like make his own, like, you know, start from the bottom again and start from the ground up, reforge a new kingdom like in the Feywild, just gets thrown in the Feywild general and has to like make his own new thing. Maybe that's just a very unappealing prospect to him.
Eric, question for you.
Yes.
As we're doing this, does Liam get a feeling of deja vu at all?
No.
No? Okay.
No.
That is my headcanon, though.
That's absolutely fine.
Proven otherwise.
You might have a little bit because big city, but you know, that's not necessarily related to the Blue Palace. So.
Ooh. Oh wow. I need to write this down. The shards remember us in the palace. As if they were watching us.
Oh, shut the front door, Rilo.
We may actually be able to, based on the perspective of watching ourselves in the shards, we may actually be able to tell what part of the palace they came from.
Well, no, not that. See how the palace was destroyed.
Oh, yeah, eventually.
Watch us destroy it, or watch something destroy it.
My money says it's Eamon. Who wants to take a bet?
These were the shards of the palace itself. They have to be able to, if they can see us wandering around, surely they remember their own destruction.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's true. But how do you coax it out of there?
But how would we find that out?
God, if I know.
Ah, there you have it.
So when watching the shards, are we moving forward or backward? Our reflection.
It mixes. It's not a static thing. It's like different snippets. It's like watching a highlight reel on, loop, where you'll see the same highlight a couple times here and there. It's like leaving YouTube running all night long. You wake up in the morning, you come in, and it's like, what the hell am I watching? I don't know. Do other people do that? I'm sorry.
That's a good analogy. I like that.
I guess we could watch them from time to time.
But yeah, occasionally you'll see that you'll notice that because it is a small shard, it's not like you don't have a 42-inch TV. It's only like an inch wide, but you'll get glimpses of different equipment that you guys don't recognize occasionally that you guys are wearing.
What do you think, Eric? How many of that can I spend?
Interesting. You can do that, however, all you're going to be able to see is yourself doing it. How much would you like to imbue into it? Because I'm cool with this, and I will keep track of this.
Let's do 6.
6, all right. Got it. Thank you very much, sir. You will, as you do that, you look into your shard of the Blue Palace. We will consume the charge for using your shard today. And you'll put 6 key points into the shard of the Blue Palace.
So wait, 6 charge, 6. Wait, what?
You said 6.
Oh, so I'm storing key in this?
You put 6 key into this, right? That's what you said. So, you concentrate very hard and force your spiritual energy into the shard, and that is now expended.
What does he get out of that?
Oh, he's not getting it now. And I
But
can't.
nothing changes, like physically. It looks the same.
As you are doing it during the entire time that you spend doing this, which is going to be 36 seconds, the motion in the crystal stops, and you can see your perfect reflection meditating upon the crystal.
Does it look like the exact same me or an older me?
It looks like you right now.
Okay. Interesting. Okay.
Yep. That's fun. I've been waiting for someone to try that.
Meaning to, but like it's one of those.
Oh yeah, it's an expenditure of resources. It's you have no idea what this is doing, etc. So, fun times.
And then to the rest of the ride there, because it can take about 2 hours, right?
Mm-hmm.
Still short rest.
Okay.
Should have used all of it. Fuck. Oh well.
Yep,
fine.
yep. All right, so you guys will pull into Baldur's Gate, come to one of the docks, probably around this nice little area right about here, and drop anchor, tie the boat up, and get you guys situated here in Baldur's Gate. Where would you like to go? What would you like to do? Who would you like to see?
I
Do
want to
a
get some
dragon.
fucking
Let's do it.
herbs.
Let's do a dragon heist.
You want to do a dragon heist? That can totally be done. Unfortunately, the dragon heist gold has been already divvied out as the appropriate lords had discovered it thanks to the assistance of 6 adventurers and the funneling of the thanks to the funneling of the taxes is being redistributed to the poor and needy businesses within the town.
Isn't that Waterdeep?
That is in Waterdeep.
Yeah.
But they are funneling it through Baldur's Gate because I made a mistake and Rilo caught me on it. So, ha!
Fair enough. I was like, wait a minute. I remember running that before. What
Yeah.
happened?
Dragon Heist is in Waterdeep.
Let's see.
Well,
Sorry.
What happened?
Yeah. What do we want to do?
I want some herbs. To be perfectly honest.
You see a market up ahead. Very obvious they have herbs and every kind of thing you're going to want. It's a farmer's market, very active.
Anyone want to drop some for your boy?
You want to go over that direction? Cool. We'll go that direction.
Does anyone want to drop some money for some herbs?
I mean, you recorded the money that I sent you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got yours and Silas's, but does anyone else want to?
Good. Appreciate it.
Yep.
Yeah, I've got 500.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you guys
Do
are.
you not have the 900?
You guys are pretty poor at the moment.
They are.
No, I'm saying I've got 500 that I'll give you for the herbs.
Oh,
For
I see. I got you. I appreciate that. Cool. Man, most of my money's gonna go to that. That's fine. I have plans.
Such a pretty town.
Wait,
Mm-hmm.
is that who? Wait, is that Minx? What is his name?
No, that is
The
not
hamster.
Minsk. No.
Damn it.
Minsk famously has a purple tattoo on his face of a large circle and has the miniature giant space hamster on his left shoulder. They stick together, and he also doesn't wear that heavy armor because he's a barbarian.
Oh, okay.
Yes. But nice try. It was good reference. I love Minsk. One of my goals is eventually to get the voice actor from Minsk and Boo to come in and do one of my sessions. I would love that.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. He's still alive. He's still active. He does World of Warcraft voicings occasionally.
So are the herbs for potions and poisons the same, or are they different?
There's a variety of them. You can get a mix.
Okay.
It's
while
it's
we're
like
at-
baking. You can get all sorts of herbs and spices, and you can then cook, cookies, or you can make, pot roast or whatever. You're using many of the same ingredients depending on what you're doing, just in different combinations, etc., etc., etc.
I'm going to use 3,500 gold and get a huge assortment.
Okay. You will put 3,500 gold worth of Baldur's Gate herbs. Which is a very wide variety, as this is a major port town.
Sweet.
Yep. Does anyone else want to do any shopping?
Kind of.
Okay. What are you shopping for, Mr. Cicelli?
Well, by shopping, I'm trying to find a publisher for my book, potentially a illegal black market publisher who can give it to all like the street urchins, homeless people, very poor in a rapid period of time in exchange for some knick-knack knots.
In exchange for knick-knack knots. So you're going to trade magical traps that are going to wrap the wielders in exchange for...
No, I'm going to trade them to be able to use if they need to like escape a robbery.
Okay. So
In exchange for them
roll-
publishing the book.
Let's roll and investigate, please.
I have the criminal background.
Right. I'm trying to find out how many
Gotcha.
appropriate people you're finding. You do have the criminal background, which will get you something.
Plus, and I'm going to guidance this. I got a plus
Uh-huh.
5, actually.
Nice.
18.
Okay, so at 18, you will find a variety of young men and women who are willing to take your book and publicize it by getting it out to various people, leaving it in influential places. And you will find a individual who is able to duplicate your book. He's going to ask for some funds to do so. How much are you wanting to spend on this project, Mr. Cicelli?
Oh, much. What's the rate we talking about here?
How much do you value your book for? Most books like this, a fiction like this, would be a silver. So, let's do 100 copies would be 10 gold.
And just the record, this is not a fiction. It is a dramatization.
Ah. My apologies.
Damn right.
And this guy is part of the criminal underground, but he's having this conversation on the street with you.
Figured as much. Well, it's also legitimate business. How about this? How about we do 500 books? I give you 55 gold, and you market it as a nonfiction.
Very well. I'm amenable to that.
Done and done.
I will need to take your manuscript, of course.
Yep, I got it. Treat her well. I wrote her. Yeah. I'm not gonna tell him how when I wrote the book.
Okay. It looks like the ink may be still wet. Is this a fresh manuscript?
Yes, but I can fix that. I'm just gonna press to digitate the book, dry and fixed.
Okay. Alright.
Kind of flipping through like a blow jar, just.
Okay, if you're doing it that way, some of the letters will run, and there will be an occasional misspelling in the copying of the book.
Fine.
It happens.
Yeah.
It's not the printing press. Sorry. Gutenberg didn't exist in Baldur's Gate. Alright.
Cool.
Yeah. So, you will eventually hear of your book being spread around the Sword Coast. It'll take a good little while, though. Copying books is not fast. But it'll be done. While you are having this deal, however, you'll hear a rumor about certain houses around one of the nearby markets that appear to be haunted. There are several farmhouses that have been haunted, and people no longer go near them. There's wildlife outside of them, or domestic animals outside of them, but not people. People don't go near those buildings anymore. And if this is simply a dramatization, maybe a great adventurer like you and these Purple Rain people could go investigate that. After all, it's threatening economic stability in Baldur's Gate.
I mean, I think we have time for a quick investigation into a haunting. That seems simple enough.
Okay. So,
What time of day is it, by the way?
you guys arrived here at 7 p.m., so you guys hopped off the ship to get your stuff. So it's almost nighttime. You guys have probably another 30 minutes before it gets dark. Is there something you'd like to do?
Yeah, let's. I mean, I don't know what others think. I'm down. I think it would be fun.
I think it'd be interesting as well. But Knick-Knack, what do you think of my proposal?
3K gold?
Yeah. And that's actually not a lot for what I need.
Oh, you're serious?
I'm dead serious.
I have this earmarked for other obligations.
How about 2K then?
You know what? I'll be very nice. And I'm gonna just give you a copper.
I'm gonna stare at it, then look at you.
Alright.
This is Baldur's Gate, baby. I'm not made of money.
So,
Yeah, okay.
are you guys going to go and investigate this market now, or do you want to do it in the morning? As it is going to be dark before you get there.
Real quick, do you mind if I change 500 of that and then spend 500 more for what?
Oh, actually, I should probably do a long rest, shouldn't I?
That's fine. Yep, you should have done a long rest. Okay. Alright, then I will go ahead and turn out the lights on that map.
Hold on, before we do something, I just gotta BRB.
Okay. Alrighty.
See, this is when, Liam, this is when you ask, can I have 3,000 gold? If you don't answer right away, then that means I can have it.
That's
Listen,
exactly
man,
this
I
works.
have some cool ideas, and just that's fine. Let's see.
So, as you
I assume
guys...
it's not a real item, right? I have to make that item.
I'm sorry?
I'm assuming that that is not a real item. I have to make the custom item for it.
Right. As all 5 of you, I assume Liam's coming with you?
Yes, as soon as I get that vial.
Okay. You guys will approach the Baldur's Gate Market. You should find yourselves at the top center of this map.
We do.
You heard that the buildings around here appear to be haunted, and people don't go near them, even though there are domestic cattle and livestock around them.
But there's a bunch of people hanging out right now, right?
Yeah, they are packing up the marketplace. Seems the market's still active.
Waiting
Alright,
for
sorry
my
about
map to load.
And my
All
map
I
has
see are tokens.
And these are the buildings?
That's one of the buildings. There's another building over here. There's buildings all around. This is a big map. I apologize for the long load time, as it is super special.
My 2 megabyte per second internet is trying its best.
Mm-hmm. Did
I-
it load for the
I-
rest of you?
Yes, sir.
Sweet.
It's loaded. Anita's going to give 300 feet of dark vision, the eyes of night, to Rilo and Silas.
Okay.
Hey, I use this same token in some of my games.
No.
Cool. Pinterest is amazing sometimes.
Pinterest is amazing, and then having all of the Wizards of the Coast tokens from all time in one big folder is awesome.
Probably that too.
Probably
There
that
you go,
more.
loaded.
The Wizards of the Coast token collection is... How many is that in right now? Let's see. I've got it right here. One moment. Properties. 12,900 files.
Oh, yay.
I came into contact with one of the token artists who kept the intellectual property rights when he left Wizards of the Coast. Is like, I can't sell these on the open market, so here, have them. And I'm like, oh, thanks. All right, and it's at this point, ladies and gentlemen, I need you to target your tokens and roll for initiative.
Oh, haha. That's a damn good initiative roll. You know, if you would have told me we already had Scrolls Ascending, I would have gotten a different spell and made everyone's life a lot easier. I'm just saying.
Maybe if you're a bit more honest about
That's
it,
actually,
maybe
I mean,
might
I
be
know
easier.
you're a storyteller, Nick. I know you're a storyteller, Nick Mac, so I don't want to lecture you on your craft, but the story does begin, in fact, when you didn't get Sending the first time. It does not begin when I bought the scroll.
Yeah, but if you had it, you could have just given it to me. You know what I mean?
I do know what you mean.
All
Oh,
right.
I see the game we're playing here.
Liam, you have advantage on your initiative.
Oh, thank you.
And I do need Rilo to roll for initiative, please.
I forgot to click it after. Whoops.
Okay, so I fix that.
Your initiative down there, Liam. Come on.
Oh,
You do
whatever.
better than that. You can do better than that.
Kiss my ass.
And my initiative does not change. Oh, it does
Oh.
change. It did get to the 20 on that. So yeah, I get up to a 26.
Ouch.
Alright. Alright, so Rylo's initiative is a 10.1. Alright, so Rylo. I have to move Rylo so I can do his add turn. There we go. Alright, 10.1. Cool. So, going down the list, my stuff happens, and you will hear screaming coming from the south beyond where you guys can see. As something happens and people begin panicking.
Can Anita see from her vantage point, like any of the people
No,
that are
not
panicking?
not even yet. There's too many stalls in the way. And then I need to roll attack rolls. And it's going to be +8 on each of these. 3d20. And these are going to be targeting the front 3 people here, so we're going to choose the first 2 there, and then we're going to pick roll 1d2 for Silas or Knick-Knack. Alright, so Silas, 3d20, these are with +8 to the attack, 10 to the attack roll. So, Anita, does an 18 hit you?
It does.
Okay. Liam, does a 25 hit you?
Sure does.
Alright. And a 12 will not hit Silas, I don't believe.
No.
Okay. I have to make sure that everything's happening right here.
Attacked you guys?
Yep, we're here.
What attacked
What's
you?
up, bro?
Oh, what attacked is 3 rocks fly out from the darkness and pummel these people. And each of them is going to take 3d6 +4. So, okay, so Anita and Liam, you guys are going to take 20 damage as 2 rocks
Son of a bitch.
hit you.
Ow.
Ouch.
And
But
where
where
the
are the
rocks? Just rocks.
And you-
Which
Oh,
direction?
not ROC. Rock. Not rocks.
Stones.
Like, do it. Yeah. Can you
From
do
which
a direction or something for? Yeah. Where did it come from?
the direction. Well, they came from. Let's go ahead and point. They came from somewhere in that direction over there. But
All right. Well,
far in that direction. We're talking edge of the map, bottom of the edge of the map.
Actually, hold on. It's a projectile, right?
Yes, it is.
Liam's gonna catch it.
You're gonna catch it. You're gonna try to catch it. All right.
I'm gonna catch it.
All right. All right.
I'll block all that.
Yep, so you will reduce the ranged attack damage by 21. You catch a rock.
rock
Okay.
on.
Cool?
Never used that, so I totally forgot about it.
Alright. So, Knick-Knack, what would you like to do?
Okay, well, I can't see shit. So, what I think I'm gonna do is probably a bad idea. Biometrics, it should be a bad idea. Actually, no, this is gonna be a great idea.
I'm gonna cast Mislead.
Okay.
Keep my illusion where it's at, and I'm gonna dart around like a crazy person on.
Okay, so
crazy.
Let's go ahead and make a copy of the knick-knack. All right, there you go.
All right, and then I'm gonna run 35 feet. Yeah. There's moo cows over here, and I'm gonna keep trying to find out what's going on.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn.
Liam.
Move over here. Move 35 feet there. Yeah, that was. And there.
Okay. Can I get a perception check, please?
Sure. Oh, motherfucker.
Gotcha.
God.
Damn.
All right. What else would you like to do?
So he sees nothing. Are people panicking over here?
Right where you're at? No. You hear voices panicking over here, south of you.
Okay. Then in the sending stone, he will say, I can hear people yelling and screaming to the south of me. Go to the left. When they're looking, you know, because they're facing that direction, go to their left. So on the screen, our right.
Okay. Right low.
Go this way, and I'm gonna take the dodge action.
Okay.
Okay. Guess I'll go here. And yeah, I'll take the dodge action.
Okay. Anita?
Yeah, Anita's going to move to right behind Rilo, and she is going to cast Twilight Domain.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Twilight Sanctuary.
Twilight Sanctuary. Can you link that again, please?
Yep.
30-foot sphere. Got it. "30-foot sphere. Awesome. Cool. Alright, anything else?
No, that's it right now.
Okay.
How much do we get?
1d6 hit points at the end of your turn, Anita.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
So d6 worth of temp hit points. You gain 3 temporary hit points. Silas, what would you like to do?
I'm barely in the aura, but I'm gonna, like, follow, get a little closer. Actually, let me see my movement. Just trying to get a little bit of a view into this place. Ah, I see her, right? Does she look nefarious, or does she just look like a customer?
Dun, dun, dun.
Are you out of your mind? Did you just say those words to me, straight to my face?
Uh-huh.
What did he say? I didn't hear it.
Hypnotic. Oh, sorry. Hypnotic pattern.
Okay.
into the sending. Sorry, I didn't mean to split
He's
the
just trying to fucking hypnotic pattern you.
No, into the sending stone. Into the sending stone. I say to the whole group, Ryla, this may be your moment. Get, and I get, 30 feet ahead, 40 feet ahead of you as soon as you fucking can.
All right. So
and I cast hypnotic pattern.
where do you cast your hypnotic pattern?
Right. 30-foot cube. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Mm-hmm. All right, so right about there.
Yeah, I put it on the thing.
All right, so we gotta move it either to there would be the closest square.
Oh yeah, I'm so sorry. Yeah, of course,
Okay.
to an actual
Yeah.
square thing. Yeah, there you go.
All right. She looks at you, smiles. Silas, dear, did you really think it was going to be that easy? No. No.
There's always a chance. There's
It was
always
worth
a chance.
But no, darling. Not quite me.
I'm going to. Hang on, sorry, give me 1 second. I'm going to. If she had to burn a legendary resistance, I'm just going to try and burn another, to be honest. I'm going to use a quicken spell to cast command
Okay.
as a
Interesting.
bonus action.
Okay.
Are you
This
casting
isn't
it
a
on?
charm. Technically, I'm casting it on Charity. This isn't a charm, technically. I know if she's
You're
immune to
casting it on this person right here, right?
Who? Yeah.
Okay. What command do you give that person?
Halt.
Okay. The person looks at you. I'm not going anywhere, Silas.
Good. You just made Rylo's fucking night, and I just and I end my turn.
All right. So let's do this.
You can wait. Is she over here?
She's over
Yeah, I
here.
will use the sending stone to point her out
Hi,
as
dear.
well as I can. She is 40 feet in front of me, like 40 feet to 5 o'clock. If 6 o'clock is straight down, she's 40 feet to 5.
Alright,
At 5 o'clock.
So
I'm right behind her then.
No, you are to stand 1 square up,
all right. So
maybe 2.
Let's see here. Number 3 would be Rilo. Rilo, a rock comes sailing out of the darkness to hit you. With advantage, because you did not see it coming. Does a 25 hit you, Rilo?
Yes.
Alright.
Is it the sorcerer?
Silas,
You took the
a rock. Oh, you took the dodge action, so yeah, 22 to hit you, Rilo.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Silas, 23 to hit you.
Well, yes, but what is she casting?
You don't see that person cast anything.
So I'm not seeing her cast a thing. Okay.
You don't see any spells going off. And
That's
the-
fine, but
the last one is
with
Liam.
Winter's Rebuke, because Winter's Rebuke will target whoever hurt me. So if I could, I still cast that.
What's the range on it?
60 feet.
Okay. This person is not within 60 feet of you. So, 3 rocks come out of the darkness and hit the 3 of you. It's going to be Rilo, Silas, then Liam.
Okay, so the crit is on me.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna use my reaction. Double crit on me. use my reaction to deflect missiles again.
Alright, so the damage is 3d6 plus 4. 6 plus 4. Alright, so Rilo and Silas are going to take 13 damage. And Liam, you're going to take 22 plus 13, so 35 minus whatever your deflect missiles is. So you're going to take 14 damage.
I forgot to roll for Anita's temporary hit points.
All good? Cool. Alright. And I need a concentration check from Silas on the hypnotic pattern. Gotta be a 10.
Oh, if I didn't catch anybody in it, I mean, it's instantaneous. I'll drop it if I didn't catch anybody up in it.
Okay. Alright. And yeah, you guys got pummeled by 3 rocks. You guys will again hear the screaming as something is coming, and they are dashing around the corner to come towards you guys. There you go, Liam.
Is that a hellhound?
Not a hellhound. There are 6 hellhounds.
And Liam knows exactly what these are, right? Like,
yeah, except for these are shedding shadows and fire, not just fire. Alright, that's their turn. They cannot do anything else as they dashed to get there. Knick-Knack Chichelli, what would you like to do?
So this, okay,
As you guys are here investigating the haunting of the Baldur's Gate Market.
I'm going. Son of a bitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Mr.
I'm going
Chichelli,
to-
I presume.
I'm invisible.
Mr. Chichelli, I presume.
oh shit.
Knick-Knack goes, I'm invisible.
It's like the guy at Walmart. I'm wearing camo. You can't see me.
It's. I walk up. I'm like, I'm invisible. I'm assuming you're Mr. Chichelli. I'm in danger.
Yep. Welcome.
Good. Hi.
Ah, God. You know what? Fuck it. If this is a duplicate, then we'll just find out it's a duplicate. I'm going to, as an action, take out a bit of green sleeping dust and blow it in her face.
Okay. The green sleeping dust gets blown in her face. Awesome. And the dust falls to the ground right here.
Okay, I'm gonna run. Can I just wave my hand through it?
As you wave your hand, you will touch her boob. She looks down at you, awfully forward of you.
So wait, so how did she not be affected by it?
There's
She took a legendary action. To
No, she
avoid
did
it.
not. She did not take a legendary action yet.
There's no save. That's the thing.
I understand.
So she's immune to sleep.
No.
This is a projection, or a homunculus, a simulacrum. It's like a filled, hollow.
Oh. Okay. Can I make an assumption? Can Knick-Knack make an assumption what this might be?
Roll.
Magically speaking, from a...
What school of knowledge would you like to attempt to use?
Hold up.
Because this is when I told you guys I built Charity, and Charity is the nastiest character second nastiest character I've ever built. I meant it.
I'm trying to guess illusion because Knick-Knack really wants to learn that spell.
Okay.
If it's what I think it is.
Okay. Roll your Arcana check for an illusion. Ooh. You know for a fact this is not an illusion. This is some other form of magic. But it's not an illusion. it is not a simulacrum, as simulacrums are not quite as ductile, shall we say.
Okay. Well, Scheiße. Well, this isn't gonna work. I'm going to bonus action Misty Step. What? Down the side.
How do you flash her?
I already used an action this turn. I'm gonna use a bonus. I don't know if this is a good idea, guys. I'm gonna bonus action Misty Step to here.
Okay.
And then use my last movement to here.
Okay.
And I'm still oh no, I'm not invisible anymore. Got it.
You hear her voice right here. Mr. Cicelli, you shouldn't run away from me like that.
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
My pets are going to get you. Liam.
Judging from the sounds that everyone is making, can I guess how far away it is?
What?
The sounds that everyone's making.
The screaming is coming from right. All these people right here are screaming due to these hellhounds running through the market.
Not the screaming, Charity.
Oh, Charity? Yeah. The voice you hear at the moment is right here.
Okay, cool.
She's not being subtle.
No, for sure. And that's fine. Cool.
But she is being duplicitous. Get it? Because she's got duplicates running around everywhere. Whatever.
Hey, I laughed. That was a good one. I'm going to use my bonus action.
Okay.
To invoke my spear.
Okay.
To fly to the other side of this area.
All right. So where do you want to go to? Ping, and I'll put you there.
I can't really see it, to be real with you.
Right. So you're pinging to where? Right over
So
there?
is this a viable target?
Yes, it is.
Hey, bitch.
That's not a nice thing to say to your future mistress.
Fuck off. And he's gonna move.
After you, student.
He's gonna move right here. And with his spear, gonna shove it right into a chest.
Okay. The spear goes right into the chest and disappears that one.
And how much movement was that?
10? I suppose I should have made you hit for that, but yeah. We'll go ahead and say for this time, the attack roll will just automatically hit. In the future, you're going to actually have to swing at her.
Sure. And in the Sending Stone, he's going to say that was a duplicate. I think she's further in. He is going to move right here.
Okay. All right.
And
Liam, you shouldn't run like that. You're letting your little friend take all the heat. Rilo?
Oh, fuck.
What would you like to do, Rilo?
These all look like Charity?
Nope. These do not look like Charity. These are meant to be just generic Jill and Jims.
Okay.
From where you're standing, let me just go ahead and see here. Yeah, that's a Charity right there.
Got it.
That's Charity. Here at charity, there at
They'll
charity.
gladly
everywhere.
accept your donations.
Yep.
Man, I wish I had longer vision. Shit.
You have 300 feet. How much more do you
I
want?
have 60.
Oh, you have 60 feet. Oh.
Yeah, Rilo and Silas have 300.
These would not glow differently, unfortunately, Silas. There's a reason
More
for
than
it.
surges.
Well, I'll throw a javelin at this one.
You gonna throw a javelin at it? Okay. Okay, she ducks out of the way and your javelin embeds itself in the back of the skull.
I'll throw another one.
That one hits her and dissipates her.
And that's another duplicate.
You hear voices from your left and your right, Rilo. You gotta do better than that, Mr. Elric. After all, Knick-Knack's about to get eaten. Anything else, Rilo?
Yep. No, I think I'm done. Is that a bonus action? That's an action. Yep. I'm done.
Okay. Miss Anita.
All right, so Anita is going to move over here next to Silas.
Where are you going, sister?
Well, that's what I was wondering. Come out, wherever you are. And Anita is going to cast Locate. Locate creature. And that means that oh no, because this isn't concentration. So yeah, I can keep both of these going.
Okay. So yeah, this is a concentration. So this one you're going to be locating creature.
But the channel divinity is not.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So I have to move some stuff around here. One moment. Because
Where you at, sis? Come on out, sisters.
Point her out to me, Anita. Just point her out to me.
I'm gonna stab her in the face.
Come on,
Great.
sister. We've got a present for you.
So you let's see how far is it? 1,000 feet. Awesome. Okay. So Charity is. Zoom out way far, please. Way far. You guys are going to be out at 20%.
I am getting to her.
All right, so you see
I have
Charity
movement.
here. You see Charity here. You see Charity here. You see Charity here. You see Charity here. And you see Charity here and here.
But with locate creature, this spell can
Can't I
locate a
tell this
specific creature.
Yep. There's a specific reason this build works, and it is gross. Never let me play Charity in a campaign, guys. Trust me.
I've let you play. I've seen you play a character on a one shot, and you're like, charge your feet. It falls down the hole. You're like, God, damn it.
Okay. So, there's a lot of them.
All right, so Anita is going to, with her singing about sisters, inspire Silas. And so Silas, and that's her bonus action, and no more movement. So that's her. She's done.
Okay. Silas.
She's 120 feet away. This one over here, I'm blasting her.
Okay.
I'm just gonna start knocking them down. Get within 120 feet and knock them down see if they are real.
Okay. 26 will hit her for 14 damage. Awesome. So she dissipates.
1, 2, 3, 4.
How many do you see, Anita?
We saw one here.
Should have been
What's the
8
number?
left.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck me.
Oh, sorry. I didn't realize it was going to actually be. I
As
would
you get there,
hear it.
please stop as soon as you get right to that square.
Well, I didn't realize it was like on top of the
No.
tent. Okay. I didn't.
Yeah, right there's fine.
That's fine.
That's fine. As you get there, something takes a prepared action.
Cool.
As tentacles come out of the building and grab at you. 17 to hold on to you. As the stained glass window...
The 23. Wait, the 23, right? Because if it's
Yes.
17, I can block it.
It's 23 for 17 acid damage. As the stained
And
glass
this
window...
isn't. Is this a spell like an avert?
No, this is a melee attack. As tentacles wrap out, grab you, and you are now grappled by the window. That's what you see.
Oh. That was fun.
So, anything else you'd like to do? Because you're currently grappled.
Yeah, I've only used part of my movement and my action. I'll be Misty Stepper.
Okay.
Hell out of here. Yeah, there you are, bitch. And another Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Ooh, but I have one left. Thank God. There we go.
Okay.
There we go.
30? Excuse me, that was the crit.
Now it's a 19.
Alright, so yeah, you're gonna hit her, and she's going to take 12 damage.
Uh-oh.
Shut the
you
fuck
found
up. Guys,
You found-
Northwest. Philo, you can get here.
She looks at
okay,
you.
I am.
Well done. Too bad it doesn't last.
We'll see. I'm going to use. Oh, I Misty Steps. Dumb son of a bitch. Okay. That's it for me.
Okay. Her turn. You watch as she shimmers, and all of a sudden it looks like she hasn't been hurt at all.
As soon as I begin to see a magical effect, I counterspell it.
It's not a spell. This is a class feature.
Okay.
Yep. She did something, and this version of her is no longer injured.
And trickery don't. God damn it.
I love you, Chase. Chase now knows what I'm doing.
Yeah, I
biscuit.
put that in the. I put that in the chat. We definitely don't have 10 minutes.
Oh.
of Chase.
Yeah.
But yeah, all right. That's all I got.
Okay. Chase, Knick-Knack sees these things run past him.
Things? Oh, shit in a handbasket.
To there, and then to there, and then this one comes right up to you there, snarling at you unpleasantly.
Hi, good puppy.
As you say, good puppy, it opens its jaws, and I need you to make a dexterity saving throw as it breathes fire in a 15-foot cone upon you. Alright, so Knick-Knack, you are going to take 20 fire damage.
That's not good.
Yeah, and it's a combination of fire and necrotic, but it's...
Do I need to make a saving throw?
No, you do not. Do not. It has not been the number of days necessary for a certain someone to come back yet.
Got it.
No one else is within range yet. Okay. So, then the rocks come flying out again. And I have 3, 5. 3d6. Alright, so one rock is going to hit at Anita. The other 2 rocks are flying somewhere else that you guys can't see at the moment. Oh, damn. Alright, so Anita. Does a 16 hit you?
It does not.
Okay. Alright, so Anita, a rock falls next to your side, doing nothing.
Nice try, bitch.
That's no way to talk to your sister. After all, I'm going to be your queen.
That'll be the best.
Mr.
You were never
Chichelli.
part of
That's no bitch.
All right, what do I know about these things?
Roll a religion check. Okay, these look like hellhounds, but there's definitely something about these that is very off. I will send you the basis for these.
Okey-dokies.
There you go. You know everything there is to know about hellhounds. Something about these hellhounds is weird and shadowy, not just fiery.
Lovely.
Okay,
But
I'm gonna scooch
I
around
do need
here.
an insight check from you, though, please. As you are investigating the hellhound, I want to make sure that you catch this if you can. All right, yeah. Nick Nack would know this because of his self-preservation. There you go.
Oh, that's dirty. I know what this is. What you're doing here. Okay. Well, that means I'm playing tag because I can't. I have nothing to hurt this thing with. So 1, 2.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Liam, what can you see over there? Liam?
I'm muted. Fuck off. I can teach you
Liam,
that's
what
it.
do your elven eyes see?
No,
Do you don't see another? Do you see another charity?
Another charity? Maybe? No, I don't think so. Do I? Am I just blind?
Good, 'cause you're coming with me.
Wait, what?
I am going to cast a spell.
Okay.
I'm going to need Liam. You do not resist. I need a Wisdom saving throw from this, and I'm going to turn around and look at 3 other people and myself, and look at them and shout,
I'm taking you to safety.
Okay.
Nick Nack Cicelli is taking you to safety.
21
So don't resist.
on the save.
That is honestly, that's even better for me if it fails.
I figured.
I
So,
cast Scatter.
Scatter.
Oh,
Please
fuck yes, let's
link the
go.
spell.
Yes. Oh, sorry. Oh, 5. So actually, I'll take off somebody and
Yep.
leave 2 more people.
All right. So, I will let you choose any of these because these people cannot resist your spell. They can't get high enough. So, give me 5 people you want to move that you can see to a space you can see from where you're standing now because you're using
The
this one to cast.
one was attempting to be this dog, but obviously it's not going to be able to.
Yep.
Another is going to be Liam.
Okay. Where
And
would you
then
like to
this
send
person-
Liam?
Where would I like to send him?
120 feet that you can see.
Oh, I'm going to send Liam down. I don't have that much sight. I have to see it.
Yep.
So I'm sending Liam farther. You're gonna go south, Liam. I'm gonna send you right here. It's as far south as I can see at this point.
Okay.
Which is
Liam
basically a
goes
turn of movement for you.
Oh, hey, bitch.
I'm gonna send this person and this person far off to this direction,
there. Okay.
And then I'm going to send myself right next to Liam.
Stop, bitch.
All right. That is no
And,
way to talk to your queen.
Does she look injured?
She does not look injured.
Cool. Punch your lights out.
Liam, I still have movement to use, so I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nothing here. 7. Jesus, this is a huge map.
You hear
Okay.
the baying of the hellhound as he knows where you are.
I don't doubt it.
And I'm going to drop a knick-knack knot.
Okay.
Hold up. Right in the direction where I'm running from.
So right here.
Yes.
Cool.
And that'll be my turn.
Mr. Liam.
Liam is going to move right here and is going to, with his spear, try to spear her.
As your spear swings, it glides through her. She smiles as she disappears.
That's fine. Bonus action, I'm going to take a potion of speed.
Okay.
On to the juice, let's go. And 20.
Nothing to the south.
Going this way then. 65. 70. 85. Hey,
Hello, fool.
100. And another spear.
Okay. And you will impact her, dealing 13 damage.
Does she dissipate?
She does not.
Stunning strike.
Okay. Let me make sure because I thought I gave her the item. I did give her the item. She's immune to stunts.
Hasted action. I'm going to unarmed strike her.
Okay. That misses her.
That's lame.
She looks at you. Poor fool. So fast and haughty. You should have served me when you had the chance.
Fuck off, bitch.
After you. And she's going to shimmer. And she no longer looks injured.
Coward.
Rilo, what would you like to do?
Nita, how many are left?
7.
I mean, I would only be able to potentially narrow it down by 1, but if you held, you could at least wait for me to do an Eldritch Blast here, because if this is the real one, you would be able to like Potion of Speed and then get to her. But if not, then you would know to move into a different direction. Up to you, but that's all I can offer.
Yeah. No, that's fine. I'm just wondering how many are left. Okay, now we're gonna have to start dealing with the hounds because they're gonna be a problem here soon.
Yeah.
So I'll go here. Let's see.
That hound is snarling directly at you. As you approached it, it locked eyes with you. It was coming for you.
Yeah, he doesn't know what he wants. So I'll start. Yeah, I'll start swinging.
Okay. 21 will hit it, yep. Dealing 8. Dealing 14. You're hacking away at it. Another 14. Yeah.
And
You've taken a third of its health.
bonus action, I'm going to use Bushmaster to increase my AC.
Okay.
So I'll go into tree form, I guess.
Okay. All right.
And I'm done right now.
You hear Charity's voice, Rilo. You know what's better than one hellhound? Anita, what would you like to do?
Hear the end of that sentence. I would think. Okay. I see Knick-Knack's token here, but it's not there, right?
Knick-Knack's standing right there.
Knick-Knack is standing right there. I thought he just traveled.
Knick-Knack is standing right there.
All right. Okay. Anita's going to move up a little bit. Shit. Better look at what's going on.
We get eyes on as many people as you can. I mean, we split up too much.
Yeah. Problem is I mean, how much does it matter if I hit some of the civilians?
If they haven't ran, it's their own fault. I mean, there's hellhounds in the street, so.
Yeah, there's a bunch of hellhounds right here, and if you're just standing still, I can't help you. I don't
Just
know.
for the, I'm gonna whisper into the thing. It looks like each one's only targeting one of us. Just FYI, figured I should probably communicate that at some point.
Oh, interesting.
Just FYI, it's
So-
one-on-one,
So
which means I'm
does-
running from a killer dog and can't fight back.
So does Rilo know why they each targeting one of us?
Rilo would not know why.
Okay, because Doug knows why.
Does Doug know why?
Yes, Doug knows why.
Okay.
Oh yeah, because Doug, you played that subclass before, haven't you?
I think I know. Yeah.
If it's the same guess as my guess, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a fucking shadow sorcerer, isn't it? God damn it.
So what are you casting that on, Anita?
I'm casting that here to so the 20-foot radius is going to hit the 3 of these right here. So
Okay.
I'm casting it.
Awesome. Okay. This nice young lady's head explodes. So does hers. So does his. So does his. So does hers. So does his. Now for their their intelligence saving throws, they can't make it. So each of the dogs takes 20. All right.
Oh, fuck.
So they all
liver.
take 20.
Yep. And you have killed 5 civilians.
Right, but I mean, like, what were they doing standing around with a bunch of hellhounds?
They've had 12 seconds to figure out what they're doing. They're panicking.
Well,
apparently-
this shit happens all the time, right?
That needed to be enough, and it wasn't. So I am terribly sorry. All right, I am. Shit. I still have some movement. I'm gonna move around a little bit and see if I can see anybody else. Like, where's Rilo? Oh, got it. Shit. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stay with Knick-Knack. And as a
Get to where you can see as many people as possible, but don't.
yeah, the problem is, I mean, we're so spread out, I can't see anyone. I literally can't see anyone but Knick-Knack. Yeah. Okay, so I'm just gonna do a healing word on you, Knick-Knack. And as my bonus action,
And Knick-Knack receives no healing.
no healing at all?
None. Right, Chase?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, because you're invisible?
I'm not. That's not me.
Oh, that's not you.
Actually, that shouldn't even be there anymore, honestly.
That should not be there? Alright, then.
Yeah, I
just
broke
go ahead-
concentration to.
go ahead.
Did I break concentration?
I
Yeah,
did.
I would have stopped it when I cast the spell. Yeah,
Okay, so.
Yeah, because I thought you
disregard the healing.
traveled.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not me.
Yeah,
Alright,
that's
so,
why I said that I should
Okay.
see you there.
Yeah, never mind that.
Well, but
Go
Anita
get your healing
wouldn't
back.
know that.
Yep, get your healing
That
back.
was a suspicion that only Steve would have. To Anita, it would have seemed if he had held Mislead, like Knick-Knack had just stood there.
Well, yeah, but I wouldn't
Should
have
have
cast...
disappeared. It should have. Yes, that was my bad. I should have disappeared when I cast Misty Step.
Okay.
Yeah, that's when he Misty stepped out. But if he was invisible, I wouldn't have cast Healing Word regardless, right? So,
All
like,
good.
Anita
Save
would
your
have cast
spell.
Healing...
Mislead leaves a copy in his place that you see, and the real one was invisible and theoretically scatter traveled, which is not something, but it doesn't matter. It's all resolved.
Just get your spells back.
Yeah. Okay. I think that I just as a bonus action, Anita's going to use a charge from her Ghost Step tattoo and go incorporeal.
Alright. Silas, what would you like to do? Oh, Silas, at the start of your turn, sorry. At the start of your turn, you need to do something here. 2, 3, 4. Let's see here. You're right there. So, I need you to make 4 wisdom saving throws, please, Silas.
Any chance they're charms?
These are not charms, and it's an 18 that you need to beat.
Proms aren't gonna.
Good night.
Good?
Well,
Good. 2 more.
holy shit, what's happening? Okay. At
Nice.
this point, I'll spend the Tides of Chaos because I'm not gonna
All right.
fuck around here. And that's where it drops.
Okay. You are now afflicted by the confusion spell. No concentration required for the next minute. As you hear buzzing in your head, it is maddening. So, that's at the start of your
So I
turn.
roll a d10.
Yep.
See what
roll a
happens.
D10, please. Okay. On the D10, 10. You get to act
Oh!
normally. Yep.
Cool.
Yeah. And I do need
I
you to roll a
glance-
D20 for the Tides of Chaos, please.
Yes. Thankfully, it's been a little bit.
Cool. All good. What would you like to do?
I didn't know I had Bardic Inspiration. That's right. Okay. I'm just marking that down. I'm going to, as my, this is interesting. As my action, I'm going to cast Dispel Magic on myself.
Okay. Yep,
Let's see.
that works.
I don't. Great. Cool. And then, as a bonus action, I'm gonna drink my potion of speed.
Okay.
And then, as my hasted action, I'm gonna hit this copy, or potentially not copy, I guess, with an Eldritch Blast.
Okay. Alright. And actually, you should roll that a second time, please. Because of the buzzing that happened in your head.
But I thought I just dispelled it.
You dispelled the confusion, not the buzzing in your head, though.
That's not a side effect of the confusion?
No, it is not. There are two different effects. You failed the save by more than 5, So because of that, you got confused. There's a second effect.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah,
So,
let me go ahead and
just
let me send you.
wait.
Yeah, this is the
Try-
thing right here, and I'm having to paste a section of it there. Was singing on a DC 18 Wisdom saving throw, or hears faint buzzing in its head for a moment, and has disadvantage on the next attack roll, saving throw, or ability check. So.
Oh, so just the next one. Okay,
Just for
so
the
the
one.
next.
Yep.
Sorry. Okay, so the next one will be a 19.
The 19 splashes across your armor, doing nothing.
All right, third attempt.
Yep.
Third.
Third blast. Yep. And she is going to take 15 damage.
Always happens when I don't have any fucking actions left because I dispelled. I did my hasted action. Okay. I just say into the sending stone that, I mean, she's about to, it's her turn, so doesn't matter.
Yep. She smiles at you. Boy, you're cute. It's a shame you couldn't have been smarter. She waves her hand, and a hellhound appears. Right there. Looking you dead in the eyes. She
So,
then
guys,
drinks a
go ahead.
potion.
Can I? Okay, sorry.
Mhm. And she will regain 34 hit points from her potion.
Well, shit.
And then she will shimmer.
So, if you see, even if you know it's a mirror image, you need to hit it anyway to reduce the number of spawn locations
exactly.
that she can go to. So,
Exactly.
just because you know it's not her, still hit the image. Yeah,
I'm going to. Yeah, that's why. Yeah. I just was out of Eldritch Blast.
gotcha.
Eric,
then-
sorry. I thought when you started talking, we were like doing a conversation for flavor. If I had movement left on my turn, I would have just moved a little bit. But
Sure,
can I
where do you wanna
get
move?
that out of the way?
Go for it.
I would have just moved like backed up a little so I can still see that copy, but I'm like more within sight.
Okay.
Like, let's see, members of my party. Yeah, there we go, and that's it.
All good. The hellhound appears here.
Right. Oh, it still appears there. Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah. He can't move this turn.
Got it.
How many hounds came after us down the walkway?
There were 6
4.
originally.
Okay. I'm 2 into the sun.
Anita, there are now 8 charities around.
So we just went back up a number?
You went back up a number.
Great.
And this guy comes chasing over to here and will dash to there. This one goes running past you, Anita. Would you like to take an opportunity attack on this one?
Yes.
Okay. As you look the direction it's going towards, you see a certain armored individual with long flowing white hair charging towards you guys. I'm coming, guys!
Well, thank God.
Who?
It's Cass.
It's yeah.
Oh.
It's Cass.
Yes. Yes.
Alright, so the opportunity attack on this hellhound up here will hit the hellhound, I believe. Yes, for 5 damage. Got it. And this one here is very confused at the moment and is going to switch directions and go this way.
Oh, this is actually good.
And this one goes this direction. And needs to roll a dexterity saving throw.
Yep.
It is wrapped
Hey.
up. I love playing by the rules. Sometimes it makes some really cool effects. And then this one, where the hell is Liam right now? Oh, there he is. Got him. There. Awesome. Not in range for fire breath. That guy needs to roll to recharge. 6 recharges on 5 or 6. Knick-knack, he did not recharge his fire breath. Rather, the one in front of you is going to open his jaws and breathe fire on you. I need a dexterity save for going to be 12. No problem. So you're going to take half of 17. So you're going to take 8 fire damage as the Hellhound next to you breathes fire on you.
The hell puppy.
And then bites. A 12 will not hit you. No.
Yep.
Alright. And that's where we have to call it for tonight. As they have all had their turns. Except for this one right here. He can breathe fire on Silas. So Silas, I need a dexterity saving throw. Going to be 12.
Nope.
Okay. So Silas is going to take 23 fire damage.
Very well. Okay. I'm going to strike back at it
Okay.
with Winter's Rebuke.
Alright. Dexterity saving throw. It'll take the 14 cold damage. Alright, you've done a third of its hit points thanks to Anita. And that's everybody's turn for the moment. So, we will pick this up next week as we continue the fight against Charity and the haunted market in Baldur's Gate. So, I hope you guys had fun today. We answered a couple questions and made a whole bunch more. And we're going to figure out what happens next week when Cass runs up. Where has Cass been? What has Cass been up to? Delaney's got some splaining to do.
I assume we're not level 12, right?
You're not level 12 in the middle of a combat? No.
Damn.
Yeah, and I gotta explain how, and I have to make sure I properly explain how I saved the lives of 3 people. I need to just say it was Charity who killed the other, 20.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, basically, it was her fault.
Yeah, basically. She made you do it.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Forced her hand.
All right. You guys have a wonderful week.